And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And phew, did anyone else think it had crashed there? Even I'm starting to think there's something seriously wrong with my Streamlabs. I have gremlins in my setup, but I will slowly figure it out. But we are here live. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Please let me know in the comments below. But welcome to another episode of Legends and Liquor. We have been doing this for over 2 years now, so I'm sure you already know what it's all about. It is a community hangout with the people that are genuinely supporting the channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here each and every week talking Marvel Legends and all things in this collector space. And yeah, today I get to hang out with you guys, see what you've been buying, and also do our top lists of the year so far, because we are literally the 2nd of July. We are out in the second half of the year. So let's look back, reminisce, and think about our favourite figures of the first 6 months. Now, will the next 6 months be better, or are we taking the first 6 months for granted? We shall see. Time will tell. But hopefully you are comfortable, you've got your drink, and you're joining me here for a few hours this afternoon. Of course, we'll be racing some ducks, and guess what, people? I finally did it. I've updated the duck race table, and we have a leader. We have a leader who's got basically double points than anybody else, which snuck under the radar. I didn't realise this person had actually won a couple of races in the first 5 weeks. So we do have an outright leader. We have a couple of other regular names on the list as well. And we've also got a few people in the minuses, unfortunately, as the new Season 2 rules dictate. So hopefully I can keep up to date with the table now and show it each week, as we are officially, this is the 6th week of Season 2, so I will get into that. But first, what is the show? Well, it's Legends and Liquor, isn't it? So I need some liquor and I need some legends. So there we go. So let me take a sip. Beautiful. Thank you. I went out for my niece's birthday this morning, and they took us to an all-you-can-eat Chinese, but it was like, wow, way too early for an all-you-can-eat. So I had Chinese for breakfast. Very weird. Wouldn't recommend it. So, yeah, chilling out now with a Koppelberg. Right, let me go through the housekeeping. First and foremost, Legends and Liquor is just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink and let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever you want, of course. Enjoy all the long-form content on the channel as well. Me and the super producer, super co-host these days, Rich, on a Thursday. Today is Legends and Liquor every other Sunday. Turtles and Tea with me and the Super Turk 5000, who's now famous. I literally seen him on TV yesterday. We'll talk to him in a minute. And then Joe's and Juice. I did want to sneak in another one before the end of June, but things just got on top of me, unfortunately. But hopefully I can catch up with Tom and Mark very soon. They'll be here on the show today, all the same, to recap their favourite figs. Maybe some G.I. Joes are in there. Of course, if you want to contribute to the channel, then you can do so. Anything over £4 or $4. Friday, we'll read it out loud, interrupt the show, be part of the conversation, and of course, contribute to the nonsense here on the channel. You know it is massively appreciated. And hit that join button. That's what it's all about. If you want to be on Legends and Liquor and become a part of this community, get your face seen, come and talk some toys, then honestly, one way to do it, hit that join button, become a channel member at the Members Club tier, and then hit me up and go, Dan, I'm ready. Let's go. Legends and Liquor. Introduce me to the crew, and I will make you feel welcome. I guarantee you of that. Let me jump over to the chat, and I can see, first and foremost, a gifted membership from Little Leaf Creations, always sprinkling in the love here on a Legends and Liquor. So thank you very much, Little Leaf Creations, for the channel membership, which was caught by the Fossil. So the Fossil's a regular around these days. I'm sure he would appreciate it. The Fossil, if you're in the chat, there you go. He has already sent some thanks your way, Little Leaf Creations. Again, perfect time as the inner circle has been locked in. There's the date right there, pinned on the top of the comments. Next Friday. So next Friday, inner circle is like channel members of any level can get involved. Basically, you just have to be a channel member, show that you're showing support to the channel, and it's our like secret little stream that once it's been live and broadcast, and it goes behind the wall, and only channel members can watch the replay. We talk a little bit about toys, but I still have some of my nonsense games that I had fun playing last time. Maybe I'll do some giveaways as well, but the inner circle will be Friday night, a little bit later than my usual streams. I'm kicking Amanda out the house, probably around 9 or 10 UK time, probably 9 to accommodate my UK friends, as I know not everyone stays up late. I live a kid-free existence, so I can stay up late on the weekend. But yes, that's what's happening next Friday, the 7th, inner circle. Today is Legends and Liquor, and we have a whole host of people. Let me have a little look at the groups. So group 1, we got Adam, Tac, Tom, David, Evan, Smith. All 3 of them are joining us. It's been a while. Cloud's also missed the last couple of weeks, but she is welcome as always. And Dom is a latecomer, but he is welcome too. And group 2 is the ever-present Jamie. Maybe he's wearing his crown again today as he's current Duck Race champion. We will hold that crown until the end of the year at least. We have Tanner, who's now famous. Again, if you watch the wrestling, you know why. I was hoping that he would jump the barricade and climb the ladder himself, but maybe next time, Tanner. Craig, maybe he would appear from that puff of smoke as usual. And Justin collects. And then Thirsty for Chicken said he wanted to come and do a sales pitch for Odious. So I don't know if Unparalleled is like giving him a little bit of commission on the side or anything, but we have been plugging in Odious on every single live stream. Obviously, everyone go and support Odious, but I think Nick wants to do a special presentation. So, Nick, the floor is yours in group 2, my friend. Let me say hello to the chat, and let me see who's in here. Let me get my... let's have a little scroll. Stop clicking down. Stop clicking. There we go. All right, let me scroll up a little bit. So, Little Leaf Creation, show him some love. I appreciate that. Is Friday working? Did Friday pop up? I didn't see Friday pop up. Someone test Friday for me. Go on. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Right. Ashaholic says Gremlins. Oh, yeah. I do like Gremlins. I actually ordered that Greta Gremlins. That would be my 3rd Greta Gremlin. Ridiculous. Kurt K, Gary A, Orc S, Bring Toys to Work, The Figure Collector, Curtis, Mark Rose, Christopher Allen says he was worried. It's like the internet doesn't want people sharing their pics of tops. I know, this week has been a mess, but we are here, we are live. I'm going to try and not press too many buttons. We should be fine. Lady Mac, Damien, Ristori. He always has some interesting picks for sure. Jelly Figs. There's Super Turk 5000. He is in the chat. Stryden, Northern Nomad. Of course he says, what's up, suckers? What's up, Northern Nomad? Paul McCarthy as well. Right, so let me jump over here for a second. Obviously, no, that's the wrong one. This one here. Let me go to Season 2. Season 2. Right, so as we know, we have 2 races now each week just to make it a little bit more exciting. Every super chat of over £4 that Friday reads out will get a bonus duck. I'll take note of them throughout the show. So if you want an extra duck in the duck race to be part of it, then it's appreciated. But yeah, that is the new rules, okay? We've seen the rules. 2 races, second place is for the points. And if you finish last, you actually get minus points. Current champ is JMG Toys with a Z. It is, of course, Jamie, the ever-present. But shall we now have a look at the leaderboard? I've actually got it up here. I've got to press some buttons, but I can make it happen. All right, there it is. Okay, there it is. So, Shelley, it started with a click, has went under everybody's radar, and she has won 2 duck races in the last 5 weeks. That has gave her a solid lead at the top of Season 2. Now remember, in Season 2, you just need to finish in the last 10, and then those last 10 spots will have an ultimate, like, deciding race, okay? So top 10 is where you want to be. I may give a slight advantage to the top 3 in some form, but we'll figure that out down the line. But Shelley, it started with a click. 20 points. She has now got double points than anyone else. Dom got an early win on the board as well, so he's in there. So's Instadan. He couldn't make it 1 week, but he got some ducks on the board. Phil, he won the sort of Father's Day edition. And then everyone else, you can sort of recognise names. We've even got James Patrick, a.k.a. Cousin Jimmy. That's Fiendish Frank's Cousin Jimmy. Actually, has got some points on the board, so I've made sure I've put in brackets there Cousin Jimmy, so we know who it is. Kev the Fossil, who's just become a channel member thanks to Little Leaf Creations. So we will be doing some bonus duck races on the inner circle the next Friday for the nonsense. But Jamie's actually got some points on the board, same as Mark Tac, Big Will, JC as well. So points are on the board for Jamie. That's a big deal because obviously he's trying to hold his crown, but he is still 16 points away from the leader, which is Shelley. Let me scroll down to the bottom because this is where the minus points comes in. Now, as much as I love doing customs, he keeps the lights on in this house undoubtedly, but unfortunately he has the -3. So does Justin, so does Stu, so does Paul, and then Adam did get -3, but then he placed in a different race, so he's actually now got -1. So he's creeping his way back up, but at least his name's on the board. I don't even have names on my name's not even on the board. I think Rich is there's Rich with 2 points. So this is the first 5 weeks of racing on the board right here. This is your leaderboard. Remember, you want to be top 10. You want to finish in that top 10. A lot of joint points in a minute. Again, there's Hugo, Cedric, as I said, Logan, Dan's Toys, Tac, Jamie, Big Will, I'm Manuel. Damien was a big player last year, and he's got some points on the board as well. He's got 2 points. So is Cheeky Monkey Kiara. She's got a point on the board. We put these on.
Instaden 616 donated $5. We can't have a tie for third.
Instadan, we can't have a tie for third. Let's have a look. Where was Instadan? Instadan's up there. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no second place. That's the algorithm. That's the stupid Excel algorithm where because you're all on joint place, instead of giving someone second place, it gives you a joint third. But technically, you are all joint second. That's Excel algorithm. But I'm sure that will change as the weeks goes on. But thank you very much, Instadan. I've heard Friday working. That's good to know. And you also get a bonus duck for today's race. I'm going to take note of that right now so I don't forget. But it is much appreciated. Right, your name is down. There we go. All right, let me press save on that. So there you go, people. I promised. I spent some time earlier doing it today on my stupid algorithm, but it works. There we go. So that is it. And if you're not into duck racing, then I apologise. But come on now. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Right, let me jump back to this. So if you're in Group 1, start sending me some fresh DMs and I'll get you in here. But I do want to do my pickups real quick. Because I do have some fun ones. So Group 1 is Adam Batman Moran. That's his real name. Mark Tac, Tom, Mini Plastic Multiverse, David, Evan, and Smith. Which persona will we see today? Let's find out. Cloud and Dom. You're all in Group 1. Send me a fresh DM and I'll get you the link out for you. Jarhead says, I don't think you've given me a duck yet, Dan. Are you ever here, Jarhead, when we race the ducks? That's what, you know the rules. You got to be here. Look, I'll take your name down today, all right? Because you were here. You were here now, all right? And I appreciate that. So I'm going to put your name down early for the race later on. Jarhead, all right? There you're in. You're in. For later, all right? But make sure you come back and watch that race. Okay, Home Dude says, what did I miss? Nothing much. I'm just glad Streamlabs hasn't crashed. So Group 1 hitting me up with some DMs. I'm just going to go through my pickups real quick, okay? So today I'm not doing my top 3 figures because me and Rich did that on Thursday. So if we want to see what my top 3 Marvel Legends were and what Rich's top 3 Marvel Legends were and our other figures, go and check out Thursday's stream. It's only about an hour and a half. Nice snackable content for you on your next commute to work. But this arrived this week. Now, I swear we only pre-ordered this 2 weeks ago. Literally 2 weeks ago. The current in-stock date on Hasbro Pulse for this is actually the 1st of November. So this has arrived months earlier than expected. So yeah, if anyone wants to know where I got mine from, In-Demand Toys, people. Like, simple as that. I tell you all the time. I get bored of the comments asking me where I get things. I feel like I'm very transparent with my Marvel Legend purchases. I've got the link up on screen so I can show you. Where is it? There we go. In-Demand Toys. Go and show them some love on one of my favourite independent stores in the UK. Undoubtedly wouldn't have as many figures on my shelf if it weren't for these guys. So yeah, it's in stock right now. So if you want this set and you're in the UK and you're like, I don't want to wait until November, then I get it now. It is the reissue of Space Knight Venom, which was in the 2016 Build-A-Figure wave. So to be fair, 7 years is a pretty fair gap for the re-release of a character, and at least it has some new parts, okay? So there's a little bit of new there. And then Mania, we've never had in the Marvel Legends line, ever, and she has got some connection with Flash Thompson. I'm going to pose her up with my Agent Venom, who's back down the shelf. So I will do a review of this week, of course I will, because Mania is brand new, completely pinless, and I'll see what the new elements are on Space Knight Venom. But yeah, this has arrived much earlier than expected. The Fossil says, Dan Yoon personally delivered this Venom 2-pack to the house. Unfortunately not. Dan's welcome anytime though. I will put the kettle on, he knows that. But no, this is from In-Demand Toys. Link on the screen. As I said, look, you can go and do some shopping right now. It's in stock. There you go. In stock right now on In-Demand Toys. If you want it, no excuses. It's right there. But yeah, lots of stuff in stock. Not just this, Marvel Legends wise. There's some other stuff as well. So shout out to Rich for helping me out with this one. But I do have the whole Marvel's wave. I didn't expect this to come around so quick. The movie doesn't even come out until November. We haven't even had the Disney Plus wave out yet, even though those shows have already come and gone. But we now have the Marvel. So let's have a quick look at these. Now, of course, I'll open these. I will do some reviews. So we have Captain Marvel. I do actually like this updated uniform. It's like very streamlined, very nice. And I think the head sculpt will look better than the digital renders. We'll find out when I open it up. I do really like Kamala Khan's Flirkin accessory. But the head sculpt is where the question is. Not a lot of people seem to like the head sculpt from the promo images we've seen online, so I'm going to have to open that up and investigate that myself. I could do it right now, to be fair, because it's not going to make a difference for my review, is it? Maybe I'll do that. If you want me to open it up and check out that head sculpt right now, here live, then let me know in the chat, and we can do that. Of course, we've got Manika Rambeau, a.k.a. Photon. There's more accessories, but she looks good. There's Ashaholic. Thank you, Ash.
Ashaholic donated $6.99. I assume the blob had to be on a few lists today.
Ash, you are not wrong, my friend. I'm sure we are going to see a lot of blobs today. A lot of people are going to be showing off their blobs. That is a guarantee, I think. Top 3 Legends of the year so far. I don't think the blob can be beat, but I like to see people's personal preference. We're not talking subjectively. Like, don't try and second guess the community. I want to know what your personal favourites are for your own reasons, okay? Don't be peer pressured by the community. You pick your favourites, okay? That's what I want to see today. I like seeing people's personal choices and why it means something to them. We have the Inhumans Jockey, a.k.a. Karnak. And what's really good is I actually have a Mythic Legion's horse ready for him to ride. So, yes, this Jockey will have a horse. Of course, I'm going to show that off in a review. I will get him on his horse. We have the Heroes Return Iron Man, another unique design for your Hall of Armour. I actually quite like the look of this. I'm an Iron Man mark, so I'll take any Iron Man. We have Marvel Boy in a Captain Marvel wave. That makes sense. A character we don't have in the collection so far. He's had few designs in, to be fair, so it doesn't really fit into any Dark Avengers team, but you can make it work. He's been all over the place. Young Avengers, etc. That's probably where I'll try and put him if we get some more Young Avengers, that is. And then Commander Rogers with an unmasked Steve Rogers head sculpt, which I'm sure will work on some of our other Steve Rogers that we've got. What we got recently, the 20th anniversary cap, the Ultimate cap that was in my top 3. I'm sure we could use that head sculpt there, maybe do some head swapping. Translucent shield. So yeah, full reviews of all of these, as you know, will come on the channel this week. I just need to kick Amanda out of the house so I can film some reviews. But we are hosting a friend at the minute, so unfortunately I haven't been able to film any reviews. So I did a little reel instead, but I'm not very good at reels, not going to lie. I'm more of a long form content guy. I like to ramble. Okay, let's hopefully I've got some fresh DMs and I can get this link out to people. Let's get group 1 in here. Okay, I'm opening Instagram. Let's see if I got some fresh DMs. Bear with me, people. Okay, what we got going on? Let's have a look. So, one for Tom, one for David, Evan and Smith, one for Adam. Oh, what's Bring Toys to Work doing?
Bring Toys to Work donated $100. Showing love to Dan and this amazing group of collectors. So happy to be watching L&L live again. Use this for your dragonfly.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, Michael. Bring Toys to Work. Wow. Honestly, this day and age, you don't understand how much the contributions to the channel helps me to continue enjoying my hobby the way it does. Trust me, I try not to moan too much about what goes on in the outside world, as this is my escape. But honestly, it means a lot. And a contribution like that absolutely helps out. So, wow. Michael, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. That is massive. He knows I love him. And he doesn't need to do that. Thank you so much. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let me get these guys in here. Who else we got? Cloud. Tac. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think Dom needs to send me a fresh DM. So Dom, where you at? But wow. Yeah, holy crap indeed. All right, where's Dom at? Is he still in the chat? Was he lingering? Okay. Oh. Alright, I put that box down. It was annoying me. I could see it in the corner. Right, I've got 4 in the green room. They're probably having a nice time. I've laid out some refreshments in the green room today. Some hot beverages, of course. But then, of course, there's some Copperberg. I've had to pay for myself, like, because Copperberg still ain't sending me any free liquor. Okay, 5 in the chat. I think I just need a fresh DM from Dom. I might have to go and find him myself and send one. Let me find him myself. I I don't know. This app is terrible. Dom, I need you to send me a fresh DM. Has it come up? It's not come up for me. Okay, I'll check in a minute. Let me get these guys in and I'll come back and check. I don't want to press too many buttons. I don't want Streamlabs to crash this week. It's already stressing me out as it is. Today's a big test. Right, let me get... Right, there's 5 people in there. Let me press that. Let's see how you then. Let me get rid of that. Let me press this. Press that. These guys can roll in eventually. There's 4 of them there at the minute. Yeah, there's 4 there. All right, bear with me, people. Bear with me. Where's my phone? Who are we missing? I feel like I'm a teacher. I'm about to do a register because I swear we're missing someone. just say here or present if you are here. Dom has sent me a DM. He said beyond yours, so my app is being annoying. Okay, 1 second, Dom. Basically, I'm trying this Instagram app on my computer and it's naff. Who's not got their camera on in the actual Zoom call?
Tom.
Oh, okay. Is he hiding from us?
I am here.
Oh, there he is. Now he is.
Hey.
There he is. Alright, for some reason, Dom's... There it is. There it is. I found you, Dom. Right, there you go. Right, there should be 6 of us. Alright, let me go that. Alright, Dom's now got the link. Beautiful. Let's go around and as Dom jumps in, I'll jump back to him. So first up top, in the Bat Cave. He's locked the missus in the cupboard behind him. There he is, Adam, Batman Moran. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. Have you given her some food? Is she all right for the next couple of hours, yeah?
She's all right. She's all right. She's just got over the shock of me screaming when I saw her how far down in the duck race.
Look, at least you're on the board.
Dan, I've never been that far down in a race in my life.
That's true. You're probably the fittest one in the room. Let's be honest. But this is racing ducks, though. This is racing ducks. It's a different game. I'm
gonna get mine trained. I'm gonna get my.
Hey, it's going to be the henchest duck on the pond by the end of it. Mark Tac, how you doing?
I'm good, Dan. I'm good. Hi, everyone as well. Hi, Adam. Hi, Cloud. Hi, David. Hi, Tom. Yeah, good to see everyone. Yeah, all good.
Right, beautiful. Right, I think Dom is coming in here. There he is. And then David, Evan, and Smith. Who we got today?
Well, hello, and welcome to my home.
How many figures now? You counted this week, right?
Yeah, 2,130.
That's a lot of figures. I wouldn't dare to. Has anyone else counted? Like genuinely, like I wouldn't dare to count. Anyone else?
Counted my my legions and my legends. Nothing else.
How many?
I stopped counting legends when I hit like 3,500, and I stopped counting legions past the 50 mark because I just got so many so quick, so I lost track. Yeah. I need to do it again though. Yeah. And I've only been collecting since January, so that's terrible.
We've been on this Mythic Legions journey with you, Cloud. We've been there from the beginning. You probably showed off your first Legion on Legends and Liquor, to be fair.
I probably did, yeah. Damien D. Blake got it for me at a convention, my very first one.
Beautiful.
And then, yes, I see Addict. I am playing with a vampire.
That's fine. Right, so we got David, we got Cloud. Let's go to Tom. Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks.
All good.
I've got working internet this week, so I'm happy to be here.
All good. Who's your provider?
Sky.
Boo. I don't know if they're good or not. I have no idea. Probably not.
No, it was knocked out for like over a day. It was a bit of a nightmare.
It is annoying. And then Dom, my friend, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks. All good. Been camping with the kids all weekend, so a bit tired, but happy to be talking to you.
Camping with the kids? I've been camping. Last time I went camping, me and Amanda's car broke down in the field and we had to call AA. So we never went camping again. So that's my... So I don't like camping either, Dom, is my point. Did you have a good time?
It was camping with kids.
So no, then. Don't want to be rude, like, but yeah, no, it doesn't sound fun to me.
Fun. The kids loved it, but yeah.
No, that's what it is. It's about the kids. It's about the kids, Dom. It's about the kids.
Yeah.
I just seen you in the chat as well say something about a Super 7 tease. So have they actually showed off some images? Let me get it up, because if this is relevant news...
I put it in the Legends and Liquor Instagram chat, and it...
Let me have a little look. Hopefully it's on their Twitter and I can get a picture up real quick. Okay, it's on their Twitter. Let me throw it on screen for these guys. We don't usually do breaking.
Jay's roof is going to be busy. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, Jay's watching the Dead Man today. He's off to see the Undertaker. but there he is. Okay, so there it is. So it is for Ultimates then.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Hang on. I'll give people a...
What's Cloud gonna get? I have got some Thundercats. There they are. Thanks to Damien as well. I've got
yeah. This is how big an Ultimates figure is. To give you an idea as to how just disgusting that's going to be. It's fantastic.
Anyone in this group of 6 here, anyone actually like genuinely want this? Regardless of price and space, is there anyone that would actually want it? Yeah, Dom.
Well, I'd have it in the blink of an eye, but
Yeah.
the house to go with it.
Yeah. To be fair, Adam, you could probably live in it.
I could get it. I could
Check.
I could absolutely fit.
Checking. Adam's not even that short, by the way, people. He really isn't. It's just an easy joke. It does look impressive. It does look very impressive. I wonder if the Thunder Tank can be parked at the bottom of it. That'll be interesting to see. Right.
Down's 4 inches.
What was
Michael
that?
said he's getting it.
The lino sat down is 4 inches. Like as I got it in the pose there, I just sat there and measured it out. It's like that feels like 4 inches tall. So you imagine stacking it out.
Yeah.
It's going to be big.
It looks impressive. We knew it was going to be, but it's also going to be impressive in price. Super 7 ain't the cheapest anyway, so yeah, that's going to be high. We shall see. Is that something like you said you wanted, Dom? Like, is there a price? Have you got a budget there with that?
It's going to be probably 8 or 9, I reckon.
A minimum, yeah.
UK is always a little bit more as well. We've got to pay that little UK bump, that kick.
Considering, Thunder Tank was, 450, Eternia was 8.
Yeah, pricey stuff. Look, there's some gates over on Metal Creations for like 300 quid, which is ridiculous. So, the things are just getting ridiculous now. Bring toys to work, getting the cat layer will be an impressive piece if you've got the place for it as well. Again, the Thunder Tank next to it. I know Rush has got the Thunder Tank. Rush, you've got to get the cat's layer now, Rush. Create some space. I know he's not here today, but he said he'd be watching. He says he's going to be tired watching, but we'll enable him to get the cat layer when he's next on. Rich M says it's not the size of the Thunder layer that counts, it's how many hoes you can get in it. It'd be interesting to see. Right, people, so today's topic, as you know, is top 3 of the year. We're recapping the year, so we're doing our top 3 legends as it is Legends Hotel. But we all collect many other things, and that's what's so good about this show, is that we all get to show that off. So, of course, we're going to do our top 3 other things we collect as well, because I'm sure nobody's list will be the same. Legends one, I can imagine some similarities, but I think our others list will be vastly different, which is fun. But I do always like to give you an opportunity to show off some new toys. So if you want to whiz through your pickups, you're welcome to. We'll start up top with Adam. Got anything new?
But it's made the top 3.
Oh, that's fine. Save it. That's
fine.
Actually,
one of the 2 in the pack has, but if I show the other one,
that's fine. No, that's good. Save it. I like it. That's fine. What about you, Mark? Anything?
Same as Adam, yeah. My new pickups are in the top 3, so this might be quick.
No, some recent contenders. That's good. As I said, whiz through it. Let's go to David. David, you've always got new stuff coming in. You get stuff earlier than me. People should be calling you a Hasbro shill, not me. You get shit more than me.
I welcome it. I will shill away. I mean, there are... All right. Preview, spoiler alert, Avengers 60th anniversary program is going to be in my top 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip over a bunch of that, but I did get most of it. Super Adaptoid is in this case behind me. And I filtered some of that stuff in already. Destroyers in the next case back here.
Great thing.
And I did get a custom from Raffaello Customs recently. So,
This way.
Yeah, good shot of the She-Devil.
So good.
So
Legends are never going to do that one again.
They really won't, and it'll never be this good. Promise. So check out Raffaello Customs. He's on Instagram and everywhere.
Beautiful.
And beautiful figures. And then I'll save it for my top 3.
Nice. I do have a review on the channel of Thor and the Destroyer, thanks to Rich. The Destroyer is great, by the way. Like, probably better than the Select, if people have had that one in their collection for a while. Definitely more range of movement and posability, etc. Cloud, what about you? Anything new?
Lots. They're kind of in the collection, but lots of Mythic Legions. I've been very fortunate. I don't know if they're watching, but Dennis Derby reached out to me after I made a post about just difficulties I've been having in life, and he sent me a figure that I've been very much looking for, and he threw a second one in the package that I was very much looking for. And then I had my buddy Stefan Delatour stopped by with the last of the vampires I was missing to finish Alethea's Brood, so that's complete.
Nice.
I've lost track, honestly. The one, and I only know this because he's on my desk. I got the Action Force Miami Vice Condor figure.
Nice. How many Action Force points was that again? Was it 15 or
20?
20.
20. And I didn't have 20. And Bill Dranowski from Dorklair on YouTube, he posted to the channel members, does anybody need points? And I was like, I need about 3. So he sent me the 3 points I needed. So shout out to Bill.
Very nice, very nice. I need to check out some of his Cosmic Legion reviews. I know they're starting to go up. I haven't watched them just yet, but I will watch them. I will.
He goes into it really well. The thing that impressed me the most, I watched one just the other night, and the colors on these figures are just unreal. They look so much better than you can imagine, and I know they're going to be better in hand. I've got one with Store Horseman that I saw a shipping label created for, so hopefully she'll be here soon. The rest I have to wait for retailers, so end of the month. But I think I only have 5 of them on the way. So
I'm gonna go in on them in some way or form when they get to the UK somehow.
You have to
get my hands on one. Tom, anything to show off?
Probably tons, but I can't really keep track of what's coming and what hasn't since the last time.
Anything you want to show off?
I got this guy in a couple of days ago. He's nice.
Very nice. I thought you'd like them. Do you like the new head?
Yeah, I love the new head.
New hat.
New bat hat. Yeah, great hat.
And then I've been wanting to pick up some of these guys for a while, so I picked up one.
You showed these before. Have you showed these before? The weird wrestling things.
So Kaneki Man in the US and UK was released as muscle figures in the 80s. And I really remember those from my childhood, so I wanted to grab at least one of these. I might go back and grab a couple more because they're not very expensive for them. But they're quite old figures from Figure Arts. So, but the articulation on them is amazing. So
Figure Arts
definitely worth picking up.
Always been good Figure Arts. That's been their strength from the get-go, I think.
I think even better than normal Figure Arts. They've got an absolutely outstanding articulation. I've got Shipwreck in.
Nice. And Polly?
Yeah.
You've got Polly looking quite straight, to be fair. I've seen some people saying that it's quite awkward.
I found it alright.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't messed around with it too much, to be honest. He kind of came out of the box and went straight on the shelf because I wanted him front and centre with the rest of the Joe crew.
I've not opened. You only got one bat as well, right? It's for your own. I
only got one bat.
In your head canon, it's its own team. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Snow Serpent, and they're going to be like a specialist crew.
Saving yourself some money there. I like it.
I got this.
The Portal, nice. I can see you do some. I can see you doing some great photos with that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then I redid my cartoon display, and I shoved it right at the back.
Oh, now we're never seeing a picture.
It just came in. I just pulled it out of the box. I shoved it at the back, so I'm redoing the display, and now I'm like, now I can't get to it. But if I dismantle the display, I'll do some shots.
I would like to see some updated photos of your display. I'm a big fan of your secret cupboards.
Yeah, well, because I dismantled them all and redid the Legends display, so I'm nearly done. I will send some
Yes,
video.
Please do.
And then last of all, I got the 2-pack of Army Brothers of these guys.
Nice. They got called 5 different heads, right? The Shipman or something like that.
They got 4 different heads, and the heads are all amazing. I mean, some of the best heads I think they've ever done.
Do they go with Captain Nemo? Is it Nemo?
Yeah, they're like Nemo's crew.
Yeah.
And if you got the original Captain Nemo figure, there's a booklet that came with him, and it tells you, it kind of preempts them with 4 crew members. I only got 1 pack, so I've only got 2 of them. But the head sculpture, mate, and I quite like the peg leg on one of them.
Nice. Pirate.
Cool.
Screams pirate. Very nice.
Goes well with Shipwreck. And there's other stuff, but I can't even remember now.
Yeah, I got.
There was a bunch of Mirage Turtle stuff, but some of that's in my top 3.
Nice. We'll save it then. Dom, what about you? Anything you want to show off before we get into these lists?
Got some new classifieds. Had the Python Patrol, Tiger Force Dusty, and version 1 Snake Eyes.
Very nice.
All really solid. Had the Ant-Man wave come in, which Crossfire, an Egghead, really cool.
Yeah, I need them. I need them.
Pink Skies, really not.
Future Ant-Man and the repaint of Ultron there.
Ultron, yeah. Ultron. The Ultron would be cool if we hadn't got the other Ultron.
True.
But it's just...
Is it the other Ultron better in the paint and stuff in hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a proper classic Ultron. This is just sort of... Yeah, half-assed. Besides that... Yeah, oh, yeah. This.
Oh, the Portal 2. Very nice.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
It is.
It's kind of it's one of those things where you kind of get out of the box and oh, and I know a lot of people have said they won't. You know, it's what they advertised it was.
Yeah, it's a display piece. It's a diorama piece essentially. Like, just think, we in our heads, we all thought we'd probably have an actual turtle layer of some sort to display it in by now. Like they've actually showed off Donnie's lab, haven't they? But yeah, we all seen them last San Diego, and it is now San Diego again this year. So it's been a whole year, and we've not seen a single thing about those dioramas. So I'm sure that was probably meant to be an accompanying piece to those dioramas that have been delayed. So we'll find out more at San Diego. But it was called Donnie's Portal, so I had to get one too. So I'll find a place for it on the display. All right, people, let's get into our top 3 then. So let's do Legends first, as it is Legends and Liquor. So I think to save us going around multiple, loads of times, let's do 3 and 2, and then we'll come back round again for your number 1, all right? So as I come to you, you can show me your 2 runners-up, your 3rd place and 2nd place, and we'll go around, and then we'll save first for another run. So let's start up top with Adam. Let's see your 3rd and 2nd place, my friend.
Right, 3rd is...
There it is.
Destroyer. Yeah, he's just perfect for what he is. Absolutely spot on. Size, articulation, the look. I like the metallic sheen on the paint when it catches the light. It's just, yeah, it's spot on. It could have just as easily gone to the Thor, because as soon as I got the pack in, I went on Marvel Unlimited and started rereading like 90s Thor with Eric Masterson in. Yeah. So it could just have easily been the Thor, because the Thor's brilliant. The face sculpt, the digital face painting on the head sculpts, fantastic. But because I'd already had that Thor, I thought, nah, I'll give it to the new one, the Destroyer.
Very nice. What head sculpt were you going to display on your Thor?
Yeah, the one with the
helmet, the visor. Yeah.
I'm going to get the Ragnarok body, because I think that other head sculpt deserves displaying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to backtrack and buy the Ragnarok body and put the bearded third one on there.
Good idea. Very nice. Good choice for 3rd. Again, go and check out my review on the channel, people. It is a very nice figure. Both of them. Oh, one sec, Adam. Little super chat first from California Red Devil, not
California
Mason Mount
Red
today.
Devil donated $4.99.
Thank you very much.
Late to the stream. Interrupting to selfishly announce myself. Please name my extra duck, Kitty. Gracias.
Okay, let me do that before I forget. Super chat from California Red Devil. As I said, it's not Mason Mount this week. It was definitely him. Definitely him. I ain't got no proof, but I'm pretty confident it was. Says, late to the stream, interrupting to selfishly introduce myself. Please name my extra duck, Kitty. Gracias. Okay, Kitty, the extra duck is in the list. She's in the race. Thank you very much, California Red Devil. Much appreciated. She's in. Right, let's go back to Adam's 2nd place. The runner-up, silver medalist.
Kitty will definitely beat my duck. There's no doubt. California.
We'll find out.
And number 2, because it's one of my favourite Marvel runs of all time, so I was over the moon when they did a new one, was Ultimate Cap. Yeah. Great figure. Again, great Cap figure. Really good. Love the sculpt. Love the outfit. Really like Ultimate Cap. The run meant a lot to me. I think that's probably why Blob didn't make my list, because I loved it. Like, the Blob figure is real, but I just didn't have as much affinity with the Blob.
Of course, character. Yeah.
You know, there was nothing sort of particular that I was a huge fan, so I've gone more about what actual meant something to me. And I love the Ultimates. I always say to anybody who just kind of got into Marvel through the MCU, go and read.
Yeah.
Go and read.
Yeah, the MCU takes a lot from the Ultimates. Yeah.
So it was a great run, and just a great figure.
Completely pinless Cap as well. Like that Cap is an example of how good Legends can be at that sort of price point when they put the effort in. 2 heads, interchangeable hands, etc. Pinless, all of that. Yeah, I really like that too. Made my list too at number 3. So great picks. All right, nice. Let's go to Mark for your third and second choice.
Okay, Dan. Well, this is easy for me because I've only bought 3 Legends this year, so they all make the top 3. That's handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so my number 3 is Rogue, Outback Rogue, because it's one of the 3 Legends I bought this year.
Is that it? Do you not? You must have bought it. You must have bought it for another reason, though. Do you like Outback? Do you like Rogue? Like you?
I really liked it. I also forgot I pre-ordered it, so when the order
it makes the list because you forgot to press cancel. Fucking hell. Okay.
But no, it is a good figure though. I'm messing around. It's pinless. It's got a nice, nice. It's pretty, nice sort of
nice
face sculpt. So yeah, it's a good representation. My number 2, like Adam has mentioned there, is also the Destroyer from the 2-pack.
I see why, yeah.
And like Adam says, a really, really good representation of Destroyer. And shout out for Adam here. I've put the other Thor head on my. That's not the Ragnarok one, but the one before it. So that's what it looks like.
The 80th.
And it's a great head sculpt. Yeah, absolutely great. So those are my 2.
Very nice. Yeah, the 80th anniversary Hulk, the Ragnarok Hulk, and the Eric Masterson Hulk, they're all the same base body, just got different boots.
Yeah.
I think they've just got different boots on, but you can mix and match and make sure you display the best ones for sure. Good picks. Yeah. Very nice. Right, let's go down to David then. David, third and second place.
Well, Mark, we're going to have to work on your build-up because if you've only bought 3 Legends and one of them is Destroyer, I'm pretty sure.
David, stop using logic here, all right? The chat might not know.
Not just a pretty face. I've got a little bit of brains going on. So number 3 is Miss Monica Rambeau. I have an alternate head with.
I was about to say that's not the head she came with.
No, but I'm always about extra heads, so.
Course.
This is her look from Operation Galactic Storm, which is my favorite comic book story ever for the Avengers. So, I mean, the body's not that innovative, and you can go either way with those little wing sleeves, but it's just super nostalgic to me and something that I've wanted for decades. So, finally have her. And then number 2.
Before you get to 2, will you add? Yeah. You're a fan of customizing in soft good capes and stuff like that. Are you going to add anything extra to that Monica, or are you happy with the plastic sort of wings?
I mean, I don't know how you would do an alternate version of the wings without
swapping the arms.
Yeah, they would have to be different arms with a sleeve that I wouldn't know how to do it. So. Yeah. The head sculpt is the only thing that I'm really going to alter for that.
Yeah, if you're a customizer, I was just curious if you've started head spinning to try and figure that out.
I mean, it would have to be like a shrug, a cloth shrug that goes around the shoulders and then hangs below the arm. I just don't. I don't know. It's not worth it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Right, yeah. Number 2.
Number two is the Hawkeye and Sky Cycle. So this is something that Rectangular's been talking about for years, and it's just a classic thing. It's an army building kind of vehicle. Yeah. Captain America rode this. Mockingbird rides this with Hawkeye, and we're getting her later this year. The Hawkeye himself is a great upgrade. The colors, the butterfly joints, the keyed in harness overlay piece. It's keyed into his body. Pinless, new head sculpt with a better mask. There's the only thing I would have done differently with this is added ports for blast effects.
Oh yeah, little flames.
In just to add to the display of it, but just a beautiful, well done, classic Hawkeye, closest thing to classic we'll probably ever get. So definitely number 2. Awesome.
Yeah, very nice. In regards to the Avengers 60th anniversary stuff, the only things that arrived in the UK within this half of the year was Super Adaptoid and that Thor 2-pack. So we've still got all that 60th anniversary stuff to come. So I think July is the month that a lot of that starts to land. So yeah, Hawkeye is one I'm definitely in for sure. Okay, Cloud, third and second, 3 and 2.
Sure. 3. Have to go with Blow. He's a character I wanted for a really long time for that classic Brotherhood display. He works in an X-Men arcade display as well. I'm very surprised. I expected him to be, to feel cheap. He's got some heft to him. He feels like they actually put something into this figure, which is impressive because I don't know what else they're really going to do with this body because it's very much blob.
Indeed, yeah.
So it's nice that he got a little bit of love. And my number 2 Rich is
Hey.
Monet. And it's not even so much that, like, the figure is okay. She's got the nice, she's pinless. She's got the nice new updated body. I like the head sculpt. I like the hair. I loved Generation X. When I was much younger, that was like the new X-Men. It was something I got into on the ground floor. So that was like very special to me. So to have somebody in that classic costume was just awesome. And I hope they do more of these. So Monet Saint Croix, number 2.
Rich will be very happy with the pronunciation there as well. Right, Tom, you like Mark said you brought 3 figures as well, right?
I realised that I bought 4.
Oh, you got 4. Okay.
I bought 4, but then that one of them was the tracksuit Muppet, who I just took all the balaclava heads and then sold the rest.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
So I thought that I do like that figure, but I can't really include it in the top 3.
Okay. All right.
So number 3, which I don't have to hand because it's at the back of the display, will be Aunt May.
There you go. I came prepared for you.
There you go.
Beautiful fig.
And number 2 will be Cool. Just keep it nice and simple.
Nice 2-pack. Beautiful figs. I told you, Aunt May's the
I do
actual
genuinely
highlight.
love Doc Ock, and Aunt May's cool to have. I have got others on pre-order. I'm playing the long game, and
Well, you're not the only one. We've been saying it all year on Legends and Liquor. Hasbro have taught us if you wait just a little bit longer, you could probably save yourself a few quid in the sale. So no one faults you for it. But great 2-pack. I like, again, Aunt May. I still love Aunt May. I love that animated show, and she's an integral part of Peter Parker's life. And she keeps getting kidnapped as well, so makes sense. All right, let's go to Dom then. 3rd and 2nd for you, Dom.
Okay. Number 3, for very similar reasons to Cloud. Loved this when it first came out. To the Chamber.
Another Generation X, yeah.
Not the best, but it's what he represents. Very cool artwork, brilliant comic. And it couldn't possibly be M because Rich wants that, so it has to be Chamber.
Well, Chamber, to be fair, for such an awkward character design, I think Hasbro did a pretty decent job putting it in plastic. Like, yes, there's improvements that could be made, but for what it is, I think it's a solid representation of Chamber in plastic.
And so there's definitely bits on this could be used so I could get my Danny catch.
Exactly, yeah.
So, definitely a big one. And then it's going to have to be, of course,
Star Jammers, there he is.
Awesome. They nailed it. Like, he is spot on. So, yeah.
Yeah, of course. He nearly made my list, nearly. But I can't wait to fill out the Starjammers. Again, Hepzibah, I have to say that for Rich. You know, he likes that hairy, you know. So Hepzibah and Razor, I think we need to... Razor's his name, yeah? Razor?
Yeah, the eye patch and the
Yeah, like sort of robotic guy. So, hopefully soon. But yeah, Corsair's a good choice. Okay, so there we go. That's everyone's 3rd and 2nd. They're 3 and 2. Let's get round and find out everyone's favourite Marvel Legend of 2023 so far. Okay, still another half of the year to go. So this is basically going to be trying to keep the crown for the rest of the year now. Let's go to Adam.
First of all, can I just say I was reading Bring Toys to Work chat in the comment.
What's he saying?
We get serious, relaxed face. Relaxed face where I just look really moody. No, you're right. It's not far from the truth. Right. Favorite one. So, a bit of context to it. The timing was brilliant because I just read the run that the figure was based on, and I read it and thought I'd absolutely love that team. I love Ed McGuinness's artwork. I like kind of the exaggerated musculature of the characters. He's one of my favorite comic book artists. Like his run on the Hulk, I loved it. Even though I wasn't that keen on the run, the artwork was brilliant. So yeah, when it was announced, I was over the moon, and he is great based on the run that I just read. I really thought I absolutely love that as a figure, and as if Hasbro heard, I think it got announced. I'm talking like a few weeks after I'd finished.
Oh, nice, good timing, yeah.
You know, this is how I'd really like, but like so accurate to the artwork in the comic. And then they've gone on to release the majority of the rest of the team as well. So
well, Hyperion is in the 2-pack with Dr. Spectrum, and then the 2-pack has been announced of the Nighthawk and also Blur. And then Dan says Power Princess obviously isn't too far away. Now,
the way as we think.
Yeah. So we shall. Hopefully, it'll be nice to complete that Squadron Supreme team. So I'm assuming you're in for all of them now, right? To complete that team.
Without a doubt. Although, to be fair, mostly because of Jay's influence, I didn't pre-order the new 2 because I thought I'm just so sick of pre-ordering them all, and then they just dropped down. So I'm going to try it and then see if I pick it up.
And like Tom says, it's working out. It's working out for sure. So that's Hasbro's fault for teaching us that. It's on them. But good pick. And I like seeing everyone's individual picks for their own reasons. So Hyperion's a good pick. It's a set I've not picked up yet, but it's one that I know they're going to complete that team, so I inevitably have to go and get it. So, absolutely. Okay, Mark, a big surprise here. Everyone acts shocked.
I know.
This, all right,
this comes as a surprise to no one. David is absolutely correct.
David's absolutely
my number one is
surprise.
Eric Moss.
Oh, my God.
Hey, wow.
Can you believe it? Yeah. Shocker. Yeah. The reason for that is I've wanted an Eric Moss. A bit like David. I think David and me probably must have been reading comics at the same kind of time. I've wanted a Eric Marston Thor since probably I think it was 1995 or 1990, around that kind of time when his stories were out. But I've wanted a figure of him since the 90s. Like Adam says, they've really done him justice. He just looks excellent. He's on that great body mold. Yeah, I mean, just if I had more Legends, Blob would probably be up there, I imagine, in my top 3. But as out of my 3, I have 3. They're my top 3. He's number 1.
No, look though, I like it though because everyone has their personal attachment to like why they like particular characters, and again, it's the reason we collect. Do you know what I mean? We're not buying these figures for the sake of it. We're buying them because we all have our own little, we all have our favourites, and we have our own attachment via different forms of media. And Eric Masterson, early 90s, I think literally late 80s, early 90s, it was Eric Masterson was around, and then he became Thor, and then he became Thunderstrike, got his own hammer, etc. So if you were reading comics in the 90s, then you'll absolutely be familiar with Eric Masterson. That set, again, it's the only review I've got up so far of the 60th Avengers stuff, and the set, again, really, really like it. So not surprised to see him in the top 3 today. Let's go over to David then. David, you've got a lot of Legends this year so far, but I think you've probably got everything that's available to us so far, at least. Maybe not what I showed off today, but
pretty much. I'm waiting on Black Knight and Cersei to come out, and the Black Widow Target exclusive.
Yeah, everyone's waiting on that.
Lucky Cap, but the rest of the 60th program I've gotten. And normally, I'm a big X-Men fan, and I love the Homo Superior of the X-Men.
Of course.
But Avengers 60th has really nailed a lot of the most wanteds. Like I heard Rich talking about most wanteds this year, and for me at least, a lot of these characters that are coming out from the Avengers waves are really some stuff I've wanted for decades. So to quote Eric Masterson, it's time for some serious butt pounding.
He is.
Eric Masterson is my number 1 as well. Very nice. Sorry, Mark, but I got to continue to support. Yes, it's kind of mostly built on the previous Thor 80th figure, but boots are new and accurate. The masked head sculpt is accurate, and replaced it with a bendy wire cape, just to give it a little more life. Some lightning effect from Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Thank you. But yeah.
That pose as well is from that panel you're referring to as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly. It's the exact pose, yeah.
He's going to be butt pounded on my shelf. So.
I'm not surprised for some reason. I'm not surprised. Very nice. No, great. I get, as I said, repeat everything I just said. Great figure for sure. Cloud, your number 1?
Somebody who has not left my top list since I picked them up.
Spiral. I forget that these arrived in the US at the beginning of the year, didn't they?
Yeah. She is a 2023, and I am obsessed with this character. I need to dig up. I have the original one somewhere, and I just kind of want to stand them next to each other for some photos. But she's still I've pulled away from Marvel Legends. I've been very picky about what I buy, but she's still one that I'll turn around and look at. I'll pick up and play with her. So easily my favorite Marvel Legend this year. And I don't know if she's going to lose that spot.
She sets the bar high. I think she ended up being the best Legend of the Year for me last year in regards to the innovation with female figures. And finally, we get double jointed elbows, but we get 6 with Spiral. So yeah, she'll be a hard one to beat for sure. But we've still got half of the year to go, and there's a lot of stuff we don't know that's coming. So maybe. But good pick, of course. Absolutely makes sense. Tom, your number 1?
So my number 1 is Blob.
There he is.
I had the original Blob, and the thing that I always like, for the price that it went for on the aftermarket, the thing that always struck me when you held it in hand was it felt incredibly cheap. It just felt hollow and not particularly nice. Whereas this thing has got some serious heft to it and some amazing articulation, and it'll do amazing running poses.
You'll balance on one foot as well, to be fair.
Yeah, balance on one foot. He's not going to hold it now.
He'd chase you for your food.
And if you can do that with a figure this big and this hefty, it's just an amazing figure all round. He's got amazing articulation for the body size, 2 great head sculpts, 4 hands. I don't know. They couldn't have done much else with this figure, I think, to make it right.
I agree. As I said, it's my number 1 as well. I think aesthetically, it fits into a modern Marvel display beautifully. And again, when you the old Builder figure was probably one of those that a lot of people still had in their collections as their representation of Blob. But when you compare the two aesthetically, the other one looks like a melted potato. Like, it just doesn't look right. So yeah, this one blows it out of the water. So I completely agree. It was my number 1 as well. Great fig, worthy of being number 1 for sure. Let's go over to Dom. Dom, number 1.
Had a last minute change.
Interesting.
But I was thinking about something that really was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. We're getting this character. It's got to be Zero.
He's lying. He's lying.
Seriously, I X-Force was my thing. I love X-Force. And when you had the MLF come through and saw Zero, like Strife, I still had the original Jubilee Wave Strife. New Strife is brilliant, but I just didn't think they'd go to Zero. I honestly didn't think we'd see it as a character. So for that, just a character I always loved, it's Zero.
Wow, you heard it here first, people. No, wow. I love it.
It's great, yeah.
But Zero made it someone's number 1 list of the year so far. Only halfway through the year.
So far, something I never thought we'd see.
I like it.
It's just cool. Like, if they'd have done random and actually made him beefier, it would have probably been random. But yeah, Zero.
I reckon they did that Doctor Strange portal for obviously Endgame and Doctor Strange, and then they thought, how can we reuse this portal now we've molded it? And they've been flicking through some comics, and they were like, there you go. So like, yeah, so I think it's sick that he comes with his portal, and I will absolutely have the portal displayed behind Strife and Zero on my display for sure. So yeah, because he's a robot, isn't he? Like, he's not technically an army builder as such, but I know he gets destroyed and then built again and stuff like that. So
they're teleporters, so he just kind of comes back. But as far as the original MLF go, he's kind of like one of the core members.
Yeah, no. Again, that 5-pack I brought in the last Hasbro sale because I wanted it, and it hasn't gone cheaper anywhere else yet. So I got it in the sale, and I haven't opened it. But pack of 5 brand new Marvel characters. I was like, why haven't I brought this yet? So
yeah, I need to get that still.
Yeah, so again, didn't expect that in anyone's number 1 list, but again, I'm not mad at it. I love everyone's own connections to it. So there we go. There are top Marvel Legends of the year so far, and as you can see, not one list was different, and that's what's magic about this hobby. There's no right or wrong. It's your own personal preference, and you love things for your own particular reason. We could all have the same figures, but all of our displays would be different as well. It's magical. So let's get into what I think is a little bit more interesting, is other figures. Now, everyone on this screen has different collecting habits, has different favourite franchises, brands, whatever it may be. So this is where it'll get a bit interesting. I doubt we're seeing much crossover at all on this list, because we spend a lot of our money in this hobby on lots of different stuff. So we're going to get into our top 3 figures of the year so far, but they're anything goes. So it's not Marvel Legends. This is anything else. Anything else that you buy that isn't Marvel Legends, what are your top 3? So we'll do it the same way we just did. We'll do your third and second, and then we'll come back and save the first for last, all right? So just to mix it up, let's start down at the bottom with Dom, and we'll work our way up, if that's all right with you, Dom, unless you're going to change your mind last minute. You good? You got them ready?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Let's go for it. That's your third and second.
Number 3, Snarl. Nailed it. Really cool.
Good.
Bag on for the Dinobots. So all good with him.
Nice.
Number 2, Shipwreck. Again, spot on. Really, really nice.
Yeah, nice. That only arrived like the last week, right? Only came in last week. I think it was the last week of June.
Yeah, but no, they went full on. Sort of, they did the chest drug, they did the tats, they didn't try and modernise him in any way. He's just perfect.
Does he have the peg for Polly on his arm, or is it just on the rope?
Yeah, no, he's got it on his arm as well.
Nice, yeah.
Got one down there.
Yeah, I've not opened mine yet. My box is upstairs. I'm literally just waiting till I got him and Rock and Roll, a few more Joes to add to the shelf. But yeah, he looks great. He does genuinely look good. I hear the voice as well in my head, so yeah, from the cartoon. But good picks. Good picks. I like it. All right, let's go across to Tom then. Tom, your third and second.
So my third is Jockey Vaporoni by Mezco.
Nice.
And to be fair, I'm displaying him with a jacket, a hat, and 2 guns that don't even come in the set. But aside from that, he is a great puppet. He's one of those ones that when they announced him, it was like, what? This is just a crappy repaint. But when you get him in hand, he's just a lot of fun to mess around with.
Look, fun's the key word. Fun is the key word.
He's nice to mix up with the other bits that you've got in your Mezco, if you've got other Mezco.
Is he the one that got a little bit of shit because people were sort of saying it was a bit of an Irish stereotype or some nonsense like that?
Yeah.
Well, I think when they did the original black and white promo, it was like he looked like he might be like racially stereotyped. So then they got a lot of shit for that. But then when they revealed him, I think. So
he doesn't come with a sack of potatoes as an accessory, then,
no? No.
Okay, just check. Yeah, that would be out of order. No, this is what I like about these lists, because everyone's different. You buy stuff and then customize it and make it even better than it was originally intended. And yeah, he looks fun. He looks like a wacky pilot type. Oh, God knows, he looks good.
If you want to see some awesome pictures, go and look at Max Fisher's Instagram page, because he's posting pictures of this guy all the time.
Is he technically Rumble Society as well? Yeah,
he's Rumble Society. Yeah, but I think it's kind of a new strand where they're doing like 1920s, 30s type characters, and he's the first one of the lot. Number 2, I'm torn on.
Okay.
Because I've got Mafex Nightwing here, and I've got Mafex Deadpool, and I still can't decide. But I think I'm going to go Deadpool just because there's just something about this figure that when you've got it in hand, it just feels and looks amazing. And I don't think the articulation is as good as Nightwing, but for me personally, I love this figure. It's just a great looking figure. And I absolutely love Uncanny X-Force, so
nice.
I'm going to give this one number 2.
Is that a repaint of a previous red one, or is it a brand new?
No, it's a completely new skull.
Nice, yeah. Deadpool's
in
just
fact,
fun.
I hope they do this one in red, because I didn't get the red version, and I wasn't so keen on the look of it.
Yeah, Deadpool's
I wish they'd actually give him guns in the packet and holsters, because I've nicked a classified holster for there, and the guns are from Action Force. So.
Spruced him up. He looks good, just posed like that instantly. As I said, you have a habit of making things look better than they initially intended to be. So yeah, that came out like in. Well, like 4 Mafex figures came out at very close proximity, didn't it? You got the Grey X-Force, and then 2 others. So it was like
Wolverine, Cyclops.
So I think.
Yeah, I got Wolverine as well. I've just ordered Magneto. So.
Who else? Do you reckon they'll do any more in those X-Force colours?
Well, it'd be nice if they did Phantom X and Psylocke.
Psylocke, yeah.
Well, I've done Psylocke in the other line, so it'd make sense, right, for a little repaint. So. Yeah, I guess so. All right, cool. All right, good picks. Let's go up to Cloud then. Cloud, third and second.
Okay, so my number 3 is actually a surprise to me on a number of levels. When my buddy Stefan came over to hook me up with the vampires, I was showing him the collection room, and he caught a look at my Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, and I have not gotten Wave 2 yet. But I've only decided to collect like the cat characters.
Okay.
But which one of those do you have? So I said, oh, just those 2 for now, and I've got the other cats on the way. So he's like, all right, I got something for you. We got to his car, and he gave me this guy.
Nice.
This is General Thane. I was watching a review for this like the same morning. I was like, that's actually really cool. He comes with, I think, like 4 pairs of hands. He's got an extra head. and like just the personality on his face sculpt
They look great.
is
They
excellent.
really do.
He's got like scars on his chest. All of the armor comes off. Like you can pop the wrists off and take this off, so he can kind of go into ape mode.
Does his arm go up, or does it looks like that shoulder piece hinders the articulation? But would it go up? Oh, there you go. Okay, nice.
It hinders it a little bit naturally. But did you hear
cool.
that?
Yeah, the clicks.
Yeah, he's got quite a ratchet, and then he's got the head's on a ball peg, but it's got a hinge on it, so you can get some good up, and then get him to like bury his chin. This is a chunk of a figure. Again, like Blob, this is one of those ones that you could probably kill somebody with. But he surprised me. It wasn't something I initially planned on getting, and I love it. He's got this massive hammer, so he's light on the accessories. But he's got this big hammer. It's got all like the pitted details and stuff on it. It's got the wraps. He's got like expressive hands. He's got fists. He's got gripping hands. The joints are very tight, but he's got a lot of mobility. He's got the bicep swivel up here. He's a little awkward to kind of balance because he is a little top heavy. But once you get him, he's solid. I put him on my nightstand yesterday, and he stayed. So these are awesome. I cannot wait to get more of these.
Yeah, Spiro Toys, Animal Warrior, The Kingdom. I was intrigued, and Rich got me one, which I've got upstairs. I haven't opened it yet, but I know Wave 2 and Tom and Mark probably will help me out with this. Are they on Props and Replicas, Wave 2, right?
Should be, Dan, yeah, for pre-order.
Because you use that quite a lot, don't you? But yeah,
I've got,
that looks impressive.
They're great figures. I got the 2 cats from Wave 1, and I've got the 3 cats from Wave 2 that I'm waiting on. And I was talking to my buddy Derek, who is, friends with Jason from Spiro Toys, and I'm like, you need to get him to do a fox, specifically a female fox. You do a fox, let me know.
There you go. You got a new leader of the resistance right there.
Exactly. Get a little fox assassin.
But you can get a weapons accessory packs and whatever. So they've got
packs.
Customizability with them as well, for sure. So
they scale really well with like Super 7, and they're a little big for Marvel Legends, but I guess as like big animal characters, they work like if you were going to put them with like the High Evolutionary or something.
Put them in the back of a Thundercats display or something like that. Out the world, I guess. Yeah.
So they're very versatile. They're very posable. They come with lots of weapons and extra hands. They're great. But my number 2 is a character I've been waiting almost 2 years for. I'm going to go with Purgatory here.
Yeah, all 3 of those look so good.
I only got her and Vampirella. I have no attachment to Red Sonja. I almost wish I got her just because of how cool she looks. Yeah. But Purgatory was my favorite back in the 90s when I was reading Lady Death. And she's got 2 different hair sculpts, 2 different headsets, not face plates, but she's got 2 heads. She has like an angry head. She has expressive hands. She has claws. She's got fists. She's got gripping hands. She has a sword. She's got quite the arse on her.
Very nice. I like it.
So I appreciate a nice bump.
Juicy booty.
But, she's I think the pre-order for these was 2021, so it was a long wait, but she was worth it. I've got them living on my desk with me. So number 3, General Thane. Number 2, Purgatory.
Very nice. I always regretted not picking up Lady Death because that loose collector sort of female setup can be its whole display on its own now. Yeah, there she go. I feel like I need to backtrack and find her because she looks
I've
great.
got her, Hell Witch, Vampirella, and Purgatory on a throne.
That's a nice little crew right there.
Perfect
as it is.
Together.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay, let's go to David then.
Well, Tom, you're wrong. If ever the choice between anything and Nightwing, always choose Dick. Classic Dick always wins. Choose Dick. So
I said that I think that Nightwing is probably the better figure, but I was just personally up for it.
Look, Tom's just
Dick
not
is
a bigger.
better.
Tom's just not the biggest fan of Dick. All right, leave him alone. All right.
It's allowed.
It's fine. It's fine.
Come on, man.
It's all right. I got your back, David.
Thank you, Cloud. Always, you and I are always right here. So my number 3 is the McFarlane 1966 Yvonne Craig Batgirl. Another nostalgic pick for me. Something that like I grew up as a child watching TV. Yvonne Craig was the Batgirl. Upgraded her with a Bendy Wire Rebel 10 Customs cape. The original was a really cheap, flimsy yellow tone cape. This one's accurate to the show. Purple on the back.
Yeah, Rebel 10 is so good.
Inside.
So good.
So Rebel 10, bless your heart. Thank you for upgrading my number 3. Number 2 is another female. Miss April O'Neil 2.0. So I haven't opened this yet because I'm still supposed to move at some point this year. So all those little accessories are going to get all over the place if I open that up. But cannot wait. I'm glad that I finally got a chance to get April. I missed out on the first one. I was late to the line. But this is a significant upgrade with a lot of great extras. So
it really is an upgrade as well. Like you don't realize there was weird rumors and random pictures going around online that made you think she had a big long neck and everything. But honestly, in hand on the shelf, comparing them side by side, it makes the other one look crap because she's got that big head. Honestly, it genuinely is an upgrade. So yeah, great figure for sure. Good picks. Let's go to Mark.
Yeah. All right, Dan. So my number 3 is G.I. Joe classified regular.
I can see Bring Toys in the World will be very happy. We get some more Joe love. He was disappointed
more
with Tom.
Joes in the top 3, yeah. And the reason for that is because I remember when I was quite young in the 80s. I went to an international school abroad. Had some friends there in my class from the US. They used to get toys quite early. And I remember someone having Outback and sort of wondering what it was. Didn't have too much of a connection to Joe's. Obviously a bit to Action Force. So there's that kind of nostalgic connection with this figure in that I remember seeing that regular Outback back when I was young, wondering who he was. And then on the same kind of nostalgic thing, my number 2 is Manny Faces from Masters of the Universe. Just a really fun figure. Like you can actually turn the head. So he comes with multiple sort of face options.
A multiverse version.
Yeah,
Masterverse.
Masters. So one of my favourite figures from when I was young. And the original Masters of the Universe line. I watched an Unparalleled Universe review where he sort of showed doing all the kind of different faces and stuff. And it is just a really fun figure. I think probably Phil Jones might be one Phil Jones is sort of a fan of as well. I know he's a bit of a fan of the Masterverse line. But yeah, that's my number 2.
Very nice. Very nice. Good pick so far around, people. And that Outback, I don't have that Outback yet because my pre-order was in Pulse. And I don't think Pulse UK it's even available yet. It's like that one from that wave that's just lingering.
So I got mine down from Kapow Toys. Yeah.
Okay.
Small, yeah.
What were you going to say, Tom?
It's later this month.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say I ain't got that one yet. So waiting for it. But yeah, good looking one for sure. Okay, Adam, over to you then, my friend. Let's for you, Adam. Right, let's go 3, 2, 1, and then we go back round the other way. All right.
All right. Sound. Number 3. I'm gonna have to be totally honest. Number 3 is not going to be on my list by the end of the year.
Okay.
I think it's influenced by the fact that I've rewatched all of the movies and thought, why wouldn't I want a figure? Because I'd seen the figure when it came out and I was going to pass because the face sculpt I thought looked about as much like the character as I do. So I thought, well, no. And then I watched all the movies and I was like, I really want a figure of him. So it's Indy.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Kurt K got mad at me on Thursday that I didn't mention Indy, and it was the day that the new movie came out, and he was on my shelf next to me the whole time. I've got him right here to prove my point, to say that I felt like the Adventure series needed some love because as a 1/12 scale sort of brand new collection this year, I think it's a pretty solid representation of the franchise. Maybe not the likeness, like you said, but as just a general representation of Indy. I'm glad that someone showed this off. I had it here waiting, so I'm glad you mentioned it.
Just the world that they've built with all of them. I really like the build an artifact kind of idea behind the line. I think that's a great line. I actually think the likenesses on virtually all of the other characters except Indy are really good. It is a bit of a shame that this is the only one, but yeah, I watched all the films, rewatched them in preparation for Dial of Destiny coming out, and then obviously having watched them, I was like, yeah, I need to backtrack and get in on.
Have you seen Dial of Destiny yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, all right. But I did the same as you. I've rewatched them all within the last 2 weeks, so
yeah.
Yeah.
And number 2, virtually exactly the same as Mark, just a different character. I remember the original. I remember he was one of the ones that I always used to have fight. The lead character is the Masterverse. Too bad. He fits in really well in other displays. Like I had him set up with Conan for a while. He works really well as just sort of like a generic fantasy monster, but it's just a great figure. The sculpt is really good. The accessories are really good. I like the articulation. on them. So yeah, I was really happy.
He looks like someone that would be fighting like Gladiator Hulk in the arena with Korg or someone like that. Do you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we get that really anticipated Gladiator Hulk re-release, that I know everybody is really excited. That would be a good, that would be a good sell for.
Look, the
for
comic one, I'd be excited for, Adam. But I've got the other one. That's all. I've got the Builder figure. That's all.
If a comic Gladiator Hulk would be I think that would be my number one before I even saw the bastard. I think one. And
your number one, yes, your number one.
As a namesake, I don't think it could really be anything else.
Legally required by law.
Required the McFarlane Bale Batman. Even with the slightly questionable colour palette choices, with it being a bit more grey than I think it should be. But it's a really good figure. Unlike some of the other McFarlane ones, I can see Bale in the likeness. I think the likeness is much better than like the Affleck.
Well, they only need to get the fucking chin right, don't they? Let's be honest.
Right, and yet you'd think that would be really easy, but the truth, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a really good figure. Articulations, good. I'm not a big McFarlane fan because he sculpts the comic book characters as if they don't work out. Like most of his Batmen just lack any sort of like significant muscle definition. It kind of looks like ordinary people dressed as Batman rather than. But I think some of his movie ones, particularly that one, have been really good.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, number one,
Batman. There you go.
Batman.
Is that the Builder Bane wave?
That's the Builder Bane.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. And who else is in that wave? Joker, is it Scarecrow?
Joker, Scarecrow, and Two-Face.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. I think I've seen them at Forbidden Planet, and they did look better than I thought they would be in hand. So, yeah, very nice. Okay.
The gold label Bane that they've released that comes with the big, like, fur hood.
The Bane. Yeah.
That looks really good. So I think rather than get the rest of the wave, I'm going to get
that Bane.
That Bane, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, back then to Mark for your number one.
Thanks, Dan. My number one is, and I know Tom will be quite keen on this, it's a Mezco 112 figure, and it is Mezco 112 Destro. That's the box, obviously. But I mean, I haven't got a Mezco 112 figure in a while. I was thinking that before this one arrived. Obviously, being Joe's and Juice co-host, big G.I. Joe fan, so was really keen to see what Mezco 112 could do with the license. And it's great. Yeah, it comes with a couple of different extra heads, all sorts of different weapons, light up briefcase. Great release. So looking forward to Roadblocks next. Looking forward to see what they've got.
So are you in on that line now? Are you in on the Mezco?
I am in on it. I've pre-ordered Roadblock. I'm going to wait a little bit for the others, but I'm going to go all in. Yeah.
Which head are you going to use to display?
That's my number one.
Which head are you going to use for Deathstroke?
For Deathstroke, the grinning one at the minute. Dan.
Okay, yeah.
The
Sinister.
Grinning, sort of like an evil laugh one is the sinister one. Yes, yeah. But that is my number one. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Let's go back to David then. David, your number one figure of the year so far. That's not a Marvel Legend.
So far, there's always those Grail figures when you're growing up and wanting a toy of something that really touches you. And thing that I never thought would ever be made as a toy is the overweight Pharaoh with a split personality, King Tut.
There he is.
From Batman 1966.
Is that a this year figure? I forgot. It's like early this year, right? Yeah.
He came out in like February, March.
Okay, yeah.
So, never thought they would make him. He's beautiful. I wouldn't do a thing to change it. It's just really stunning that they ever made a King Tut action figure. So definitely my number one. Hits all the nostalgia feels. Don't know what other Grails, other than the Rita Repulsa that's coming out later with the three heads.
Yeah.
That's another big Grail of like, wouldn't do anything to change it. It's perfect the way it comes, and yeah. So that she may knock him out of my top, but yeah.
I'm still in shock. We've had like 2 McFarlane figures at number one so far this year. Well, Todd McFarlane is very happy somewhere watching this. All right, let's keep going round. Cloud, is it McFarlane at number one?
McFarlane now.
Okay.
You mean Mythic Legions?
That's what I meant.
No, it's not a Mythic Legions, but it's skirting Mythic Legions territory because it's 4 Horsemen. Okay. It is their Figura Obscura Sun Wukong, the Monkey
Literally
King.
just come out like a week ago, if that.
You can look at pictures, you can look at reviews. You cannot appreciate this figure until you have it in hand. The amount of detail that is put into the armor. He's got fully posable cloth goods everywhere. The skirt, these little pieces that come off here, his little scarf, even the ends, everything is wired. Everything is removable. He's got his little wine jug down here. He comes with a couple of scrolls, and he comes with 2 heads. One has this crown on it. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
And then there's another one with like a more traditional looking crown with like the stick that they put through it, and he's got phoenix feathers that go on top of it. And they did a faceplate kind of setup. So he's got the screaming face, and he has a more stoic face, and he has the pair with the face paint like you see here, and then he's got the pair without. And this is actually designed to resemble the face paint that the actors wear in the Chinese opera when they do the Monkey King play. So it's got like the same kind of patterns. He has a bendy wire tail, which is great.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Nice.
Oh yeah, tail's bendy wire. And then there's no way you're going to be able to see this, but along the rod, there is a Chinese inscription. I do not remember the exact translation, but it's like the golden hooped rod of something, and then the weight of it, because it's supposed to be like something ridiculous, like 15,000 pounds, and he's the only one that can lift it. He's got extra feet, so he's got his monkey feet, and then he has his cloud walking shoes. He's unreal.
I always get jealous seeing them in hand. Do you know what? I see the pre-orders go up and I'm like, I don't need a Monkey King. I'm fine. I'm good. And then I see these people with them in hand and I'm like, I fucking need a Monkey King.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I wish I got 2. I was putting together a custom. I got somebody hooked me up with the red cat parts. So I was making just kind of with what I had. And I kind of wish I got a second one to put the Chinese armor on him, because I think with his red fur, it would have looked amazing. And I'm bummed that I did not get 2 of him. They're talking about a repaint reissue like they do with all of their others down the line. I would highly suggest, if you missed out, get it. If you can find this guy for about retail, get it. He is amazing.
Well, you're going Legions Con, right? I guarantee you they'll be there at retail at Legions Con.
You know what? I'm thinking if he's there, I'll probably pick up another one. I'm primarily there for the exclusives. But if I can walk the table and find a couple of things that I've been looking for, maybe I'll grab a second one. He's totally worth it. I got him just because I was like, oh, it's Figaro Obscura. It's kind of cool. It's a story I read as a child. I like all of the little Easter eggs they put on. Like they gave him the peach from the garden. They gave him his wine, the wine of immortality, and everything. They really took care of it. And I was like, it'll be nice. I'll get it and I'll put it on the shelf with the other ones and I'll enjoy it. But I mean, he sat on my desk for a while.
Yeah,
he was a lot of fun to play with.
He looks fun,
he's
undoubtedly.
a great figure. So far, and I'm sure by the year's end, he's going to be kicked out by a Mythic Legion because there's so much stuff coming out.
But he's in the same family, isn't he? He's in the same family.
He's in the same family. But we've got Cosmic, and then Cosmic Book 2, and possibly the Poxus Wave. So you guys can expect my top 3 or my top 10 to probably all be Mythic Legions, because there's ridiculous stuff coming out from them. Don't sleep on these figures, ever.
Well, it's a worthy number 1 for now, for sure, absolutely. I think in the UK, unless Tom got one, which I don't think he did. You didn't, did you, Tom? You didn't get a monkey, no. I think Jay got one. I think that's about it.
Yes.
I think we were all trying to be strong-willed and be like, no, we don't need a monkey. But now we all want a monkey.
Just do it. Yeah. Always just do it. And so the thing with Mythic Legions and the 4 Horsemen figures in general, if you're curious about something, if you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, just get it. Because even if once you get it, you decided, this isn't for me. Like, I have figures that I'm not super fond of. You can sell them later. You can trade them for something else. You will make money back. They do not hold their value. They triple in value. I mean, some of the figures that people have just gifted to me, I saw one on sale for $150 on the Cabal the other day. It's ridiculous.
I don't know if you're in that gifting spirit, but I really like that monkey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if I had a second monkey, I would hook you up. I promise you.
Joking. No, I'm joking. All good. No, good choice. I like it. Right, let's go to Tom. Your number 1 figure of the year Now Tom buys a lot of stuff, so I'm curious to see what Tom's number 1 is.
I should just preface this that I only picked Q2 figures.
Okay.
So whatever I said for Q1, these don't overrule my Q1 picks.
Okay.
I've only picked from Q2.
Okay.
But these are potential figures of the year at the moment,
We'll
and that
find
is
out.
the new NECA Mirage Turtles.
Oh,
Which are
nice.
outstanding.
Shout out Uncle Ali, wherever you are. I know he's
Yeah.
watching. He's a big fan.
Yes, Ali.
Yeah, they look great.
I mean, I don't know if they beat the originals, but they could. It's so difficult because I
They're
love
two
the
different
original Mirage.
styles, though, ain't they? Like the original ones.
Two
are
different
just
styles
different
together,
style, yeah.
but they just look great, and they're such great fun to pose around. For Turtles figures, which generally don't have any torso articulation, they move really nicely, and they could have come with a few more accessories, but really there isn't anything to complain about with them. Maybe the nunchucks could have had wire rather than string, which I always find slightly annoying because they look a bit limp in hand. So I might mod that. But other than that, they are pretty much damn perfect.
Everyone I've seen that has them or have done reviews of them are all just saying they are exactly what they need to be. They are that representation of the Turtles in plastic.
So tempted.
Major FOMO. Again, I'm trying to stay away from the Mirage stuff and my Turtles are the cartoon and the movies, but like they just look so good. Sold out on Ali again. They went back up on Ali, sold out. I don't know if they're still on Target, but I know they went up for sale on Target, or at least pre-order at least. So people have had an opportunity.
They should come to UK retailers, I think.
NECA are just terrible at communication.
They've sold all the other Mirage figures, so it's kind of a line killer if you don't sell.
There's just so little communication with NECA. It's why we get frustrated with them. When it comes to international customers, at least, unless they sell it on their store directly, they don't really tell us when to expect things or even if we're going to get them. Do you know, so if it weren't for Ali...
But they said the comic book lines were fan channel lines, so I'm sure those are like limited time exclusives with Target and whoever else gets them. So I'm sure we will see them.
International distribution for NECA Direct is a bit weird. Like I've only just paid for my Black Noir from the boys. That pre-order has been over a year on pre-order, and the Americans have had it for over a year. Like, just it's weird. NECA, the international distribution for NECA is weird. Like we haven't seen like the Mirage stuff. It got here eventually, right? You know, the recent ones, the Fugitoid. But yeah, we shall see. We shall. Is the big dinosaur? Is he at retail yet?
I think he's gone up for pre-order. I don't know, because I've got him, so I haven't really...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Without Ali, your Mirage collection might be a little bit slimmer right now. So, anyway, you've got them. They look great, undoubtedly. I'm jealous. I do want them, but as I said, I'm trying to be strong and be like, I stay away from Mirage because it's just going to throw me down a rabbit hole. And I'm not talking about Usagi or Jimbo, but I'm sure he's out there too. All right, let's go to Dom. Dom, your number 1 figure of the year so far.
Number 1, to be fair, it's part of a set, but it has to be Mohawk.
Hey, more Turtles. Nice.
As a kid, Turtles was my thing. Love Turtles. Never, ever, ever thought we'd see Rocksteady and Bebop's gang in plastic form. They just nailed them. That Hall of Fun at the beginning of this year was amazing, and it pretty much finished off animated Turtles for me. I still probably get the stuff, and it's not going to be as wow. Yeah, they smashed them. Absolutely love them.
Did you get 2 sets to have the human and mutant?
Not yet, because the aftermarket on Scrag was crazy at the time. Yeah. It got up to like the 200s. It's come back down a bit since then.
You can get them about 75 now, I think.
Yeah, I'm done on space.
You can see.
They may come out with something really cool. Obviously, we're waiting on the van in the sewer playset, but as far as
they're getting so deep now, they're doing characters that are literally only in like 1 episode. So if you didn't ever see that episode, you'll have no attachment to that character. Like the Bugman set recently, some people don't even know who Bugman is, but I've seen that episode about 100 times as a kid because it was on one of my VHSs. So I've got an attachment to that set, but someone else may not have a clue who it is. So I think you are at that stage now. You can start picking and choosing. But the Rocksteady and Bebop gang were in episode 1, like literally in episode 1, weren't they? So
I'd say it was like wow as a kid. I used to see the sticker album and just look at them and to have that. Just like, yeah, it was weird, but it was just awesome.
Do you know Tom's just showed off the Mirage stuff? Have you gone in for any of the Mirage stuff, Dom?
Yeah, I've got all the original Mirage stuff. I've got all that stuff waiting for me in the States.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's the trouble. I buy stuff in America and then it just mounts up, and then like, oh, we have to ship this stuff about 500 quid. Oh shit. Okay, we just got to break it down a little bit again.
How do you get it from America? Have you got friends and family over there?
I've got friends.
Oh, there you go.
I've got
Nice.
So I he was at a show once and he said, I found a massive bin of Marvel Toy Biz, complete. And I got some stuff online as well, so just stuff gets shipped to him all the time. Luckily, he's got no kids and lots of space.
Very nice. Little pile of loot being created. It's always nice to have friends. That's what Legends and Liquor is all about, people. And great lists. That's what I love about this show. No two lists were the same. Exactly what I expected. It is always fun to see what some of your favourites are and see what people have been buying. So there you have it. That is Group 1's top 3 Marvel Legends and top 3 other figures of the year so far. So obviously we can now, in 6 months' time, we'll do our favourite figures of the year, and we'll see if any of these manage to hold their position. We shall find out. I might keep a list of these, so when we eventually do that stream, I'll be able to say to people, wow, last time your number 1 was this. Did it make it number 1 now? So we shall see. But let's go around, and these people can tell you where you can find them online, and I'm sure you'll see lots of pictures of all these toys I've been showing off. Adam Batman Moran, where can people find you online?
Find me on Instagram at figurecave.collectables. And just a quick message for Craig, if you're in the chat, trying to help you out, Dan. Okay. Craig, get ready. Yeah. Who's on the way? Get ready. Whatever you need to do, just go and fucking do it now.
He'll appear out of that cloud of smoke. He likes to do it. He likes to make an appearance, doesn't he?
Here.
Everyone's Instagram, by the way, is in the description of this video. So if you're watching this live now, you've got no excuse to go and follow all of these people on screen, all right? Let's continue building the community. Go and follow all these guys on Instagram. Mark?
Thanks, Dan. You can find me on Instagram, Tac Customs, and on YouTube, Tac Toys of Film, and on Joe's and Juice with Dan and Tom as well. So
I was hoping to do another one before the end of June, but it sort of sped up on me real quick.
Why don't we do one after SBCC so then we can cover everything?
Yes, absolutely. That's July, isn't it? So it ain't too fast. Weeks away at this point, isn't it? So yes, absolutely. Let's do that. And go and follow Mark on YouTube, or subscribe to Mark on YouTube. I'm trying to get your link up here, Mark. Let me.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah.
Let me. The Easy Living. That is it. That'll work. Actually, the new @ symbol does my head in. It doesn't look right in a bloody. URL having an @ symbol looks a bit weird. Right, let me put it in the chat. Right, go and subscribe to Mark Tac on YouTube. Literally, virtually, nearly daily content, Mark. You are hammering it with the content. Always giving you up-to-date news on the stuff that interests him. You throw up some custom stuff recently as well.
Sure did, yeah. Little Leaf Creations. That would have been one of my top 3 actually, rock and roll. But I thought it was cheating because I made it. Because
you created it. You created it.
Yeah.
Nice. Kurt K in the chat says, "Great list, Group 1, especially Indiana Moran. If there is still space in Group 2, I'll be happy to jump in for a pint." I think there is, Kurt. I think there is. So just hit me up with a fresh DM when I say so. But it'll be in any moment now. David, Evan, and Smith, we always miss you when you're not around, but we're glad you could join us here today. Happy Independence Day, my friend. The aliens, they didn't attack us. We beat them. We beat those aliens. Where can we find you online?
Well, let's get trending. Hashtag choose dick. Hashtag serious butt pounding. I'm on Instagram at David_Evan_Smith. You can find me there, causing trouble all the time.
And he's the verified one as well, by the way, right? So you won't miss the blue tick. Links in the description. Cloud?
I am on Instagram at Cloud_network. And to keep up with David's filth, you can't see it, but my shirt is see-through. So he's not the only pervert on the stream.
No, look, we're all perverts.
David, you saw that picture the other day on Instagram. Nice, right?
I'm trying to bring my tits out too, but they're not registering.
Cloud's always offering spicy content.
I was surprised mine haven't fallen out of this top. Oh my god. Cloud_network, Instagram. Find me on Discord. Find me in the Mythic Legions Cabal. And find me here when I'm going to try not to miss too many more of these.
All good, all good. Tom?
At Mini Plastic Multiverse on Instagram. And on Jason Juice sometime in July.
Yes, absolutely. As I said, we've got the Dragonfly. Will the Dragonfly let me quickly ask Tom and Mark, as if just in case, is the Dragonfly going to unlock everything? Mark?
Yes.
Tom?
I think so. I think it will pick up pace.
Of course it will. Of course it will. The Hiss tank was over 26,000. This will pick up. The last couple of days, it's going to shoot up, I think. I reckon over 20k, I think I'm saying. But time will tell. But let's see. Dom, what about you? Where can we find you online?
Don Blanco 80 on Instagram.
Beautiful. Links in the description, people. Great list. Thank you so much. Always fun to see your faces. Now get out of here and let me get Group 2 in and do all this again. And I bet you everyone's list is different in Group 2. All right.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye,
Cheers,
everyone.
guys.
Duck me, Dan.
Duck, you're all ducked. Don't worry, I'll duck you all. You're all going to be ducked. Yes, you absolutely are. Your name's already down on the list. You're good. You're good to go. Right, Group 2. Let me shout out Group 2. So Group 2, we got Jamie, Tanner, Craig, Justin, and Nick. And I think Kurt is also going to jump in as well for Group 2. So that's Jamie, Tanner, Craig, Justin, Nick, and Kurt K is also going to join us for a pint. That man always has a drink in his hand. It is Legends and Liquor is the show for him. So we're going to do that all over again. We're going to talk to Group 2, see what their favourite Marvel Legends of the year was, and also see what their other figures of the year were. So far, remember, we're only halfway through the year, so it's fun to just sort of look back on these lists at the end of the year to see if anything held its place, or are we going to get some reveals at San Diego Comic-Con in a few weeks that are going to get released later this year that are going to take on number one spots. Again, this hobby never stops. So I'm going to go quickly and top up my drink, but I'm not going anywhere. Streamlabs hasn't crashed. Fingers crossed, people. We're still here. So far, so good. If my images freeze, I don't think they've crashed. I think there's just an issue with my images, which I need to sort out. But I'll be back in a minute. You can count it. See, I told you it would freeze. I've not crashed. I'm still here. Group 2, send me a fresh DM. I'll be back. Pow, and we're back. All good. Right. Told you we're not crashed. We're still here. We're still here. Let me get the headphones back on. Thank you very much to everyone in Group 1. Again, links in the description, people. As I said, please go and follow them. Again, we try and build a community here. Always a good time. Let me get this link out to Group 2 so we can talk some toys once again. Let me get Instagram up. Okay. There's Craig. There's Justin. There's Jamie. There's Kurt. There's Tanner. And is that everybody? Let me double check my list. Just doing this live, people. I appreciate you. I'll come to the chat as well in a minute. Still, I can't speak. See who's still here, lingering. So Group 2's Jamie. Here's got the link. Tanner's got the link. Craig's got the link. Justin's got the link. Nick. So his first ever chicken, is he around? Is he not around? I don't know. If Nick, if you're around and you still want to jump in, let me know. Otherwise, let me look at the chat real quick. Oh, there's that Thundercat layout, which does look impressive. I'm sure that'll be revealed and showed up. I guarantee you they have that at San Diego. That's why they're showing up now. They're going to have a prototype at San Diego. I assume that would be good marketing, right? Okay, so in the chat we have Damien, Mikey Moonboots, Greg, The Fossil, who's now a channel member thanks to Little Leaf Creations. We'll see you on the inner circle there, The Fossil. Bring Toys to Work, still lingering again. You know I love you, Michael. Thank you so much. Cloud still lingering. Paul as well, still lingering. Yeah, linger. You're allowed to linger. It's fine. I linger in live streams all the time. Sometimes I'm not near my keyboard, but I still like to watch these things. So I get it. You don't have to be in the chat. You can linger. Linger away. Ashaholic, Instadan, Big Will. Good picks from Group 1, says Will. Yes, absolutely. What's so good about this is that no one's listed the same. Like, everyone's is different. No one's right, no one's wrong, because it's your own personal list. Don't let anybody tell you how you should feel about your collection and your hobby, all right? You like it, enjoy it. And yeah, some good stuff. Right, Firsty says he's still here. Send me a fresh DM, Firsty. Have you sent me it hasn't popped up. This happened with Dom. For some reason, it's a bit weird. Let me have a little check. Okay, I'll find you, Firsty. You just sit tight. I'll find you. I've sent a message. Yeah, I don't know. It's this app on my computer. It's weird. Okay, so Firsty's got one. Jamie said nothing come through. What is wrong with this stupid app? Right, Jamie's got one. Tanner's got one. Kurt's got one. Justin's got one. Craig's got one. And Thirsty for Chicken's got one. Okay. I'm going to wait for you all to come in the green room. We should be good. I see Mirage Turtles. We eventually do 2 packs like the movie and the 87 cartoon. Maybe they will. NECA, again, haven't really said a lot about it, so we don't know. Maybe at San Diego they'll tell us some more stuff, but you've got to make the Turtles accessible to people. You just have to. Like, you are putting off potential customers who may be interested in the line, but no one's going to start a line of the Turtles without the bloody Turtles. You've got to keep the Turtles on the market. That's why I think at San Diego, NECA are also going to reveal another variant of the cartoon Turtles too, like whether they're in their punker sort of puffer jackets and sunglasses or something like that. You know, like another Turtles in Disguise type of pack, but with some different accessories. Keep the Turtles accessible, and you will constantly keep the community thriving with collectors, that's for sure. Northern Nomad says he's still here at Soccers. Technodrome is a must, says Damien. Yeah, I'd be very interested. I don't know how Super 7 could do a Technodrome, but I guess looking at the Thundercat layout will be a sort of close-ish sort of into scale, so we shall see. Linger and like, says Greg. Yes, please do hit that like button if you are near a mouse or a keyboard. Helps the algorithm. Does anyone understand the algorithm? No, we don't. It's a complete mystery, but we appreciate it all the same. Just looking at my chat. I think we're good. Okay. Plug my phone in. Me and the missus, our phone charger broke at home, so me and the missus are like fighting over this one phone charger, but she's out at the minute, so I need to charge my phone before she gets here. Right, 6 people in the green room. Let's get them in here. 6 in the green room. Let's get them in. I'll wait for them to populate the chat. Craig needs to spin around a little bit. Just spin, Craig. Just spin. There you go. Oh. You'll see what I mean in a second. All right. Okay, 6 in there. Let's go to these guys. There's 6 of them. So I think we've got everyone, right? What's Tanner saying? Oh, he's unable to talk because his voice. Just sign language from Tanner today. That's fine. He can hold up some figures. That's good. So we've got Jamie, Tanner, Craig, Justin, Nick, and Kurt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, cool. We're good. All right, let's do this. Tanner, wave if you're okay. Yeah, he's good. He's a good man. Right. I shouldn't. Where's that picture of Tanner? Let me get it up on screen. Right. Look, don't say words like that with David Evan Smith just being on the stream. All right. Be careful. If anyone was watching Money in the Bank last night, me and Jamie are in Jay's YouTube watch along while I'm watching it from home. And like, I wasn't near my computer, but I heard Jay go, "Oh my god, it's Tanner!" So I've turned my head, and there's Tanner singing the theme tune to Cody Rhodes, which is a killer theme tune, by the way. How can you not sing along to it? And I was like, "Oh my god, it's Tanner!" So like, it was hilarious. We love seeing you. It was a highlight of my afternoon yesterday, Tanner. How was the event?
so you may have me on mute.
It's all right. Talk again.
So, actually, this plays into the joke in which I was trying to play earlier, in which I was saying I can't talk purely because of this show, but I clearly can talk now. But yeah. It was good. A very good show. Just before Cody and Dominic's entrance, I see a cameraman setting up in front of me, probably to get some crowd shots. Literally 5-10 minutes of meters in front of me. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to have to go nuts in order to be shown on the camera. And I saw the little red light go, so I'm like, and then not a couple of minutes after that, my phone started blowing up from everywhere.
I'm surprised you had signal in there, to be fair, because you were responding, so decent signal. But no, it was a highlight of my evening to see you on my TV screen yesterday. Watch if anyone goes to watch Jay's watch along. If you're not interested in the wrestling and as such, just skip ahead to see Jay and Kiara's reaction to seeing Tanner on screen.
Around about 1 hour 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Jay actually clipped it and put a short on his YouTube channel.
Can we find it? Let's find it. Yeah, wait, hang on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me jump back to this. Right, give me a sec. Right, let's keep going around. Craig, are you doing all right now? You were fiddling around with the camera, but you're good now.
Yeah, I'm fine, Dan.
All
I
right,
think
good.
I'd be better off with a Nokia, to be fair.
What are you using a
phone.
webcam or a phone?
No, it's a phone.
Oh, okay. What phone you got?
iPhone XR.
That's
iPhone XR.
It's fine. You're here. It's all good. You're all good.
It just always seems to have problems.
It's all good. Adam is only teasing you. He's only joking. Game
That's
Over
all right.
Daddy.
Ignore him anyway.
Game Over Daddy dropped in a super chat. Said more blob love, please. Group 2. And it also says celebrate the first super chat from Game Over Daddy. I didn't realise it did stuff like that. Thank you very much, YouTube, for letting me know. And thank you very much, Game Over Daddy, for the $5 Canadian. The Canadians are finding all the Marvel Legends first at the minute. Yes, me and Rich were showing off Blob. I think Tom had Blob at number 1 as well. So I'm pretty confident one of these will show off a Blob. But you'll have to stick around and find out. But thank you very much for the super chat, Game Over Daddy. Much appreciated. I'm just going to go to J Toy Collections UK YouTube channel and see if I can find this clip as we keep going around here. So next to underneath Tanner, we got hang on, Bring Toys to Work is back at it. This man is
Bring
too kind
Toys
to me.
to Work donated $25. Here, go and get a new phone charger.
Thank you. He says, here, go and get a new phone charger. I'm making myself seem like a poor man, aren't I? I spend all my money on toys. I think to myself, do we share a phone charger or do I buy more toys? That's my problem. But thank you very much, Bring Toys to Work. Amanda will be very happy about that, to be fair. I will get one on Amazon. Jamie, The Crown. Glorious. Looks glorious as ever. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. It's always fun talking toys with you guys. You've got some points on the leaderboard. You've seen it earlier, right? You're on there.
Yes. Slowly but surely, gonna make our way back up.
Takes time. You was
Legion 10 donated
Legion 10, that's Rick.
$4.99.
Thank you very
My
much.
top 3 Marvel Legends are 3. Random 2. Banshee 1. Blob.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Ricky. Says my top 3 legends are 3 is Random from the Villains 5-pack. 2 is Banshee from the Uncanny X-Men 3-pack, which again, Banshee is a very nice figure, to be fair. Hopefully we get that in the green and yellow too this year, or at some point. And then Blob is his number 1 as well. So there you go. So Game Over Daddy will be happy about that. Some more Blob love from the people. I'm just looking for Jay's shorts. Oh, it's not a short. I think he's clipped it out or something. How do you find the clip?
Yeah, he clipped it from his YouTube video.
I don't really know how to find the clips. I'm looking. Give me a second. Right, let's go to Nick while I'm looking. Nick, how you doing?
You guys hear me, actually?
Who said that?
Okay, good. Well, the only reason I ask is because my headset, like the little thing that plugs into it, was bent really bad. So I just wanted to make sure I'm coming through good. But yeah, I'm doing good, and I have a question about today's list that's important.
You're going to show off something that come out like 10 years ago, but you brought it in February or something like that.
Well,
that's what you do. These are the games you play with me, Nick.
Well, it got re-released, so I have to ask. So I'm just going to get it out. I'm going to get it out of the way right now. Does this count or not?
Yeah, you can count it. Just save it for your top 3 because I like that.
Okay.
I can talk Gremlins. I'm actually jealous that you have that. So yes, save it. That's allowed.
the link down on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
for Jace.
yes, that'd be helpful. You send me the link and I'll actually get the clip up. And
I've done it.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
done it.
Okay. Let me find it. This is good stuff. Hang on, don't. You'll be doing that for a while. You've seen my look with technology this week isn't great. All right. Copy.
Hey, as long as the stream doesn't cut out, then that's fine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, everyone hold your breath. Right, hang on.
See you guys later.
No, don't do that to me. Right, let me unmute this so people can hear it. You guys won't be able to hear it in the Zoom call, but I think the chat can. Okay, so let me jump. So this is a clip from Jay's live stream yesterday where he was live streaming Money in the Bank. I'm in the chat. I think Jamie's in the chat as well. It's like watching it with your mates when you can't be in the same vicinity type thing. But this is the moment that he's seen Tanner on screen.
I do know the lyrics. It's Tanner! Tanner's on the screen! Tanner's
So good. Honestly, go and check out Jay's watch and you can see Tanner making it on TV. Crazy stuff. Crazy. So we got a celebrity in the building. I'm very happy.
That's so cool.
It's so good. You just couldn't hear it through the Zoom, but honestly, his Jay's enthusiasm. So I was doing the same. Did you do it as well, Jamie?
Yeah, definitely did.
All these family members are like, "Who the fuck is Tanner? What the fuck is going on?" It was a good time. You had fun though, Tanner. Right? You good? Your voice is okay now, yeah?
It was a really good show. I had a lot of fun. Incidentally, that wasn't the first time I've been taped whilst in the crowd. It has happened once or twice before.
I want to see you come out of the Royal Rumble now. Like I want it the next level. I want to see you make an entrance. Like the beat goes down, the clanger goes, and it's Tanner. What would be your theme tune?
Well, WWE can't really use trademark music, can they?
Man,
so it's a case of...
if Vince is willing to pay for it, then you can. Tony Khan does all the time.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan just had Final Countdown.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't really
Think about it.
too much.
Think about it.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
Watch your space. I'll see.
Did the chat hear that? I think you heard that. Yeah, they did. Awesome reaction. There you go. They did hear it. It was good. It was fun stuff. Justin, how you doing?
Hey, good. How's everybody doing?
We're good, my friend. Always here to be that happy toy distraction, my friend. Are you in a different room now, right? Is this the different room you're talking about?
No, this is actually still the same room.
Okay. I'm just checking.
I'm slowly getting like totes together and everything to start getting everything up. As packages keep arriving to the house, my wife's like, it would probably help with packing everything up if you like slow down order and stuff.
Or maybe just don't unbox it. Just put the boxes in the new room straight away.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. No, I'm just kind of seated in a different part of the room right now, kind of away from the computer desk because it's way too cluttered right now.
It's all good. I recognise the cubes. I'm still looking for a Stitch. I can't see one though, but I'm just looking.
Oh, they're all actually in one cube right now.
There you go.
They keep multiplying.
Justin plays a game with me where he hides his Stitch figures around the display, and I have to try and find them. It's a fun game. You should try playing it. Kurt, you're joining us for a drink.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. Where's my bottle gone? Oh, where's it gone? I think I've drank it. There you go. Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers. Clink, clink. Clink, clink. Happy Independence Day to all my American friends. As I said, we beat those pesky aliens. We're fine. We're still here. You had to rebuild the White House, though, but it's fine. It looks good now, so they did a decent job at that, at least. Right, let's talk some toys. So, like I said in Group 1, I want to focus on the actual lists, but I still don't mind doing the pickups. So if you want to whiz through your pickups and do a quick speed round, or just skip them entirely, it's completely up to you. But I'll put the ball in your court. So we'll start up top with Tanner. Anything you want to show off? I know you have got some Turtle stuff, and as the Turtle co-host of Turtles and Tea, it's only fair you show a little bit off.
So I'll start off with the non-Turtles related stuff. We've got Wave 14 of the Power Rangers, which includes the Black Dino
Thunder,
Lost Galaxy Pink, and Blue Dino Fury. I managed to complete this back thanks to
got his legs.
Aspect of shenanigans. Some more shenanigans getting the Destroyer here, where I didn't really want him to begin with, because my select is still pretty much amazing, but yeah, shenanigans have meant I've got this guy along with Thor. And then First Order of Uncle Ali has come in. You may be seeing this a little bit later with the Lawson Thor pack.
Very nice.
And finally, Donnie's Portal.
Nice. Have you got room to display that, or is it staying in the box for now?
For now, it's staying in the box.
Yeah, add it to the pile. Right, have you got some of this mayhem stuff then to show off? Because I've only got Donnie, but you ain't.
I've got 8 of the. The only figure I'm missing is Splinter, and I've got the Turtle Van.
Nice.
It's all put away at the moment. I didn't get them out yet.
I've seen them all in store myself. They genuinely all look fun. They all look great. But I just had to resist. I had to resist. But I couldn't resist Donnie, though. Of course not. He's the best turtle. I couldn't leave him on the shelf. He seems to be. He was the only one left as well, by the way. So clearly, people are fans of Donnie.
Really? You know what? I was going to say my Smith was pretty much stocked. The only two they didn't have was Bebop and Superfly.
Yeah,
but
they look good.
Pretty much they had everything, and they do look really good, as you said. Yeah.
Well, I was surprised with how good they looked. Like, it was hard for me to walk away, and cheap as well. Like for what you get, and again, they're aimed at their kids, but it still talks to the collector on us, doesn't it? Especially the nostalgia attached. And that's just. I didn't want to commit to a line without seeing the film yet. You know what I mean? But again, if you watch the film and you love it, you're going to be happy you've already got the figures at home. So.
I mean, I want to do a version of the Turtles from each of the media. So at least the Turtles I had to have done.
Yeah, makes sense.
It just makes sense that I get.
I'm just surprised you got the van after. We've been talking all year about the amount of turtle vans we're going to end up this year, and you've added another one.
Yeah. So at the moment, I've got 2 coming, which is the 2 obvious ones you've got coming.
Super 7 and
I've got the Lego Blocks, Mega Blocks one. I've got the 2004 one, which I've had since 2004.
Retro one as well, the original.
Yeah, the Retro Playmates one. And now the new movie one.
6 turtle vans.
6 turtle vans. I'm also looking at trying to get a turtle van from the 07 movie and the turtle tank from Rise. But I haven't picked those last 2 up yet.
There's a lot of real estate. A lot of real estate. You're definitely going to need a garage for all that stuff.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right, good stuff. Right, let's keep going around then. Again, pickups, just anything you want to show off before we get into these lists. Craig?
Yeah, my first one was Shipwreck.
Polly wants a cracker. There he is. Have you built your what is it? What are you building at yours? What is it? Aquarium?
Nothing at the minute.
Okay.
Nothing at the minute, Dan.
Okay.
That's for future, Craig, to worry about, as we say. But yeah, I got Shipwreck. I love the face sculpt. I really do like him. But
hey, can you pass that down here?
Don't drop it, Craig. Don't drop it. Nick will catch it.
But his his bicep cut
on
this one was like really loose. So a QC issue. So I used my old trick and popped it off and a bit of blue tack in there, and it stays now.
Nice.
So but yeah, he's couldn't fault him. He was one of the first Joes to come with all the. This year's definitely a Joe year, I think, on pre-orders for me, but more of them to come later. And then I went for a trip to Wolverhampton, and I went into their Forbidden Planet International, and I was looking around, and on this bottom shelf of their NECA section, they had the movie Turtles. So I might as well show Donnie first.
Of course.
Picked up the rest of the crew. So we've got Donnie.
So is this your first turtle pickup? Have you been like slowly enabled by the lot of us?
These are the first turtles in my collection.
And these are the original movie turtles?
These are the original NECA movies, yeah.
They're great figs.
From Forbidden Planet, so that's Mikey. I hope they're bloody, real. But then we've got Leo as well.
So you're missing Raph?
No, I had Raph. Alex.
Oh,
you remember I picked him
nice.
Up, picked him up just after Christmas, and he was like, I think I picked him up for 25. So that's why I picked Raph up, because Raph is my favourite.
Yeah,
so
Tanner will be happy about that.
But I know it's a bit cliche, but I've always loved Raph. And then as I was walking around the shop, I went round with my pocket money, Dan, you see, and I had £6 spare, so I went into Smith's and I found the movie Sonic.
Great fig.
The one with the map and the bag. So he's going to be joining the crew. I just need to pick the other 2 up, Tails and Knuckles, but I can't find Tails without the hat.
Oh,
I can only find him with the hat.
I'll keep a
which is
lookout
bit
for
annoying.
you. I'll keep a lookout for you.
So, but yeah, I picked him up. And that's it. Yeah.
Nice.
The others I'll talk about later.
Very nice. Let's go over to Jamie. Any pickups, Jamie?
So I only got one thing, but it's technically two. So you guys know that I'm a big Disney guy. The announcement last night that John Cena may have announced adds credence to two places that I've always wanted to go. One being Disneyland, the other being WrestleMania.
Oh.
Booked Disneyland 2 weeks ago.
Oh, which one? Which one? The one in Florida?
Only the Paris one.
Oh, the Paris one's still nice.
Yeah. And then John Cena's announcement last night was the icing on the cake. But
he's referring to WrestleMania maybe coming to the UK. John Cena's teasing it. No dates or anything confirmed, but it would have to be 2025 or 6 at least, right? Because next year's is already announced. So, yeah.
I got these two together. These are the Kingdom Hearts, Goofy and Donald. But the main reason I got it is because Goofy comes with a Mickey Mouse shield.
You're lying. The reason you got that is because it's Donald fucking Duck, right? And you're the king of the duck race.
Yeah, that too. But the Mickey
Are
Mouse
they
shield.
McFarlane?
Are those
they
the
are
figure
from
arts or select? Okay.
Select.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That's it.
I never played the Kingdom Hearts game, but I've seen loads of stuff online recently that apparently Donald Duck was like the most powerful mage in Final Fantasy, and now finally someone in Final Fantasy 16 has outranked him or something like that. I don't really understand the reference, but that's what I was reading online. And I know Rich was playing Final Fantasy. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. That's like Final Fantasy with Disney characters, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Nice. Nick, anything you want to show off?
You know, for everyone's sake, no.
You're a good man, Nick. You're a good man. We've got places to be. No, we're only joking. Right, let's keep going. It's fine. We've got lists to talk about. The lists are more fun. Justin?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things I can go through real quick. I showed this off on my Instagram. It's a Father's Day present for my wife, the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm
The
just gonna smile
company's
and nod.
named Fat Mojo. They're not too articulated. They're honestly not worth the price. They're $40.
Oh man, I want that.
Yeah, it's honestly it's cool, but I wouldn't say it's $40 cool, but it is cool. And Pokemon Select did Wave 2 of their environments.
Oh, I've not seen Wave 2. Who's in that one?
This is the Alolan Darumaka
And the Penguin.
Piplup.
Yeah.
And so there's the ice one, and then there's the desert one that's Trapinch and Charmander.
Nice.
Old desert.
Have you got Wave 1 of them already then?
Cool. Yeah. What's the underwater one?
There's like a Bulbasaur one, and then like a one with Zubat and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it's a cave in a forest.
Yeah.
And then the last one is a jungle with Mankey and Treecko.
Mankey's
Those are
quite a
cool.
relatively new figure, because I don't think I've seen him too much. Because they've just announced the next wave of selects, I think, and there's some decent ones in that.
Yeah, like the articulated ones.
Yes.
Mewtwo, Tyranitar, and
that's what I'm referring to.
Suicune.
That's what I'm referring
Yeah.
to. Just shouting out Brandon real quick, so you can see Brandon emojis in the chat. He says he's dropping in real quick. Brandon's still alive. By the way, there was a little secret cameo of Brandon.
Wow.
When we had a on Thursday when the stream broke down, we went to Instagram live to have a little bit of a rant, and Brandon jumped in to prove he is still alive and well. So Brandon still exists. He's still there, working hard, but showing love as always. Still got the emoji for you, Brandon. Ain't gone nowhere. Still there. There you go. Continue, Justin.
Oh, yeah. And then I got a couple SH figure arts. I got a updated Vegeta, the new one. It's more animated, accurate colors. And I finally had upgraded my Marvel Legends Deadpool to the SHF.
The movie one.
It's really cool. Yes,
Nice, yeah. Very nice. With the Yu-Gi-Oh and the Goku and the Dragon Ball stuff, I just have to sit and nod. I genuinely I don't have a clue. Very toyetic stuff, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea who any of it is. Not a
Yeah, there was
I'm
so
the
much
same
on
as you,
TV.
Dan.
There was so much on TV when we were younger that it's crazy that there were so many great shows but there are different sections. Like some of us, not all of us, watched the same
Oh, of
thing.
course, yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, no, of course.
That says a lot.
Imagine
about
kids
all
now.
the great options.
Imagine kids now, though. Like, kids aren't going to get attached to anything. Nostalgia is going to be different in 30 years because kids don't really get embedded in anything because they just move on to the next thing so quick. Like, where back in the day, we had like a handful of stuff. Like, still lots, don't get me wrong, but this day and age, like, I see my niece and nephew on Netflix watching some absolute nonsense, but...
I was Digimon.
I love
was mine
Digimon.
instead of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, I love Digimon. Digimon,
was
Digital
cool.
Monsters,
Digimon
Digimon.
Monsters.
People in my school didn't like you if you liked Digimon because people thought it was a Pokemon ripoff, which it sort of was, but it was still its own thing. I like Digimon too. I like the movie as well.
It's sad that I don't think really Saturday morning cartoons or like the after school blocks aren't like a big thing anymore.
Exactly.
That's sad.
Now there's kids' channels and Netflix and shit. Where back in the day, I remember running home from school to watch Digimon. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it was only on at that one time on a Thursday, and I was like, shit, I've got to get there. So yeah, the kids these days are spoiled.
I used to run home to watch Mop Top Shop.
Mop
which
Top
is good.
Shop?
Yeah.
I'm Googling
that. It was on CITV. It was good.
What the hell was that?
Mop Top Shop. Anyone in the chat know what Mop Top Shop is? I'm Googling it right now.
I don't know what
Johnny
any
was
of
the
this
only
shit
kid.
is. Little kids. I had 2, 4, and 7. What are you talking about? I had to get up off my ass and change the channel.
So you used to hate all this shit we're talking about.
And it was all in black and white, right?
Yeah, to use one of those little
Go.
knobs.
Yeah, there was a zip. That's when cable.
Hang on, I'm muting it. I've just found Mop Top Shop, all right? Quick interlude while we find out Mop Top Shop. Mark Tac says Peppa Pig Legends in 2055 from Hasbro.
No.
Look, you can get Peppa Pig figures now.
No.
The Peppa have got a big section in the toy shops now. Right, hang on, I found this.
We have a big Peppa Pig section.
I don't want to get demonetized or anything like this, but I do want to have a quick look at what Mop Top Shop is. So let me see if I can find it. Who the heck? Oh, hang on. Yeah, there he is. Hang on. Home Dude's jumped in. What's Home Dude saying? He says, I used to love Eek the Cat and Beetleborgs after school at one point on Fox Kids.
Beetleborgs.
Metallic. Yes. Beetleborgs Metallic. Yeah,
VR Troopers.
VR
Troopers was
Trooper. Do they have theme tunes this good anymore? Is it just me or were the theme tunes back in the day better, right? Seriously, we have our show on that. Right, back to Mop Top Shop. There we go. Let's see what Jamie was into. Who's he?
I missed out.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. If Neko or Super 7 came out of a line with these, I want them all. I'm in.
Why does this remind me of Fraggle Rock?
I recognise those little mice though. I do sort of recognise it, Jamie. You're younger than me though, ain't you? Maybe my brothers watched it.
4.
You're much younger than me, so my brothers must have watched this.
I'm gonna be watching this now. Thank you.
How old are you, Jamie?
I'm 28.
Yeah, a lot younger than me then.
He's a young man. I know he's a young man. He's a young man.
Oh my.
Nick, you're the youngest here, right?
Well, yeah, I'll be 28 in 2 months. So yeah,
close. I was close.
Yeah.
I was close. Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, cool. I was going to go to Kurt, but I thought I'd be polite.
How old are you, Kurt?
Kurt will be 27 in 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. The hat I have on my head is more than 28 years old.
Right, let's keep going. Right, right, where were we? So Justin just showed off some toys. Kurt, you got anything you want to show off before we get into these lists?
No visuals. I'll be quick.
Okay.
I got a few indie retro. Those cards are fantastic, even though the short round needs a little extra glue on the bubble. And sticking to my goals, right? I'm trying to discipline you guys a little. I got a Forge X-Men, old run, because everybody's clearing out the old shelf for the new one. I did get a few hand ninjas.
The red ones or the black ones?
The red ones, following Disavowed's directions on some cheap hand ninjas.
Were they at Ollie's or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yep. And found an Adam Warlock. So
nice.
Flipping in a few cosmic. It was only $20.
Is that the one with the Magnus head as well?
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. Most of my legends for this year are in Nick style. You know, things that have come out 10 years ago, and I'm sharing them with you now.
You little cheats. There's always people that find loopholes in these bloody things. Right, let's get into this then. Let's not mess around.
Yep.
We're going to do it the same way I did with Group 1, just for time's sake. Let's do your third and second choice, so your 3 and 2, and then we'll save your first spot for a second go round, all right? So let's start off with 3 and 2 in one shot. Let's start with Tanner. Your third and second favourite Marvel Legends of 2023 so far.
So third is actually something else I picked up in the last 2 weeks, which is from the Spider-Verse wave, and it's the Spot.
Oh, nice.
Nice individual figure, quite cool. Like the accessories he comes with as well. Very cool figure from the movie. And second one, remember this body type, because we are getting some more fat guy body type with the Blob.
There he is.
So I'm not going to go too much wax lyrical with this guy, because loads of people have spoken about him already. But 3 and 2 right there.
But the Spot's a good pick. No one's picked that yet, and I haven't got any of those figures because I've not even seen the movie yet. So I know people are going to be mad at me. I do plan on seeing it. I've just not been to the cinema in so long.
Me neither, Dan.
But yeah, I know. Me and Craig were meant to go see it, but I'm just too damn busy. Yeah, no, he looks great. He looks great. So I look forward to seeing the film eventually, one day. Maybe you can come around and we'll watch it on VHS one day, Craig. Who knows? Craig,
you can come and see my collection.
I'll come to see your collection when
it's all in boxes.
When you've built your
aquarium.
Yes, that's what I want. That's why can't I find that word?
You buy the tank and I'll do it.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I think I'd do that. I'm sure I can find one in Marketplace or something like that. Right, your third and second favourite Legends of the year so far, Craig.
I've sent you a picture of my third one because it's in the display. It's Banshee.
Okay,
in the blue and gold pack.
Okay, let me see if I can grab this picture for Craig.
I just sent you the picture because I didn't want to take him off the display because it's already fallen.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just I don't want to curse crashing Streamlabs. That's all. I'm risking too much, but I think I've got it. There you go.
Yeah, it was gonna be Corsair, but then I changed my mind just before the stream. I was like, yeah, it's Banshee because when I look up, because I have them both in the same display. I look up more at Banshee than I do at Corsair.
Yeah, no, very dynamic fig with the wings.
They were both was just based on the face sculpts alone. They're both really good. But my Banshee, because I've added the effect that I got from, I want to say Darkside. I think it was Darkside materials. And it's just the cape as well. And obviously he was one of the most anticipated. This whole team was one of my most anticipated teams that I wanted from day one. Was the blue and gold team.
Northern Nomad with a super chat, real quick, Craig.
Northern Nomad donated $5.
Thank you very much, you sucker.
Space Ghost, the HERCULOIDS, the Teen Force early 80 feet S Saturday morning CAHOONS, along with Spidey and his amazing friends.
So Northern Nomad's throwing out some of these cartoons from his childhood. Space Ghost. The Herculoids, am I saying that right? The Herculoids?
I've heard of the Herculoids, but
the Teen Force, he says, are early 80s Saturday morning cartoons, along with Spider-Man and his amazing friends. So do those ring a bells to anybody? Like Space Ghost?
Good stuff. Anybody, go ahead. Direct it at me.
Okay, Kurt, do these ring a bell?
I watch that stuff.
No, I know Space Ghost, and I know Spidey and his amazing friends, but I don't remember the Herculoids or the Teen Force. Some stuff didn't come to the UK. Some stuff just didn't come to the UK, honestly. Certain things just didn't make it across the pond for whatever reason.
Certain things don't leave Minnesota, Dan. That's the issue with him.
Look, America's a big place. It's a big place where there's some interesting picks there. Again, that's what's magical about it. Everyone has their own little memories of their childhood for whatever reason. Yeah, good times. Okay, Craig, your next choice. That was your third. What was your second?
My number 2. Well, I did send you a picture because I couldn't be bothered to take him off the shelf.
Giving me work to do.
I actually did take him off the shelf.
Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And yeah, it's not Aunt May. She's just stuck in his tentacles. It's Doc Ock. Doc Ock was the one for me in this pack. It is the only one that I've brought from the Spider-Man VHS sets. I think if we do get a Chameleon, that will be my second.
But there's only 2 sets out so far. The third one comes out in a week or so.
Yeah.
Are you going to get that one for Mary Jane? No? Okay.
No, I think I'll try and pick Mary Jane up on the aftermarket, but I've got a Mary Jane in there, which is on the Moira McTaggart body from House of X. I've just got her like lay down and Lizard attacking her on the display. So for me, that's all right. But yeah, Doc Ock, Tentacles sold him by far. I've had him in this pose for it's got to be at least 4 months now, and he just stays there. Like, and obviously in my display, I've got him, the Sinister Six, and then I've got Doc Ock here, and These tentacles are attacking Spider-Man as he's trying to come through.
Trying to save Aunt May.
For his beloved prune face.
It's nice though that they stay posed like that and they don't droop with the weight of May. She's not very heavy anyway.
They have drooped a few times, but you just a bit of a play about with them, and they become all right after a while. I've got a bit of a one of the webs that I've just tied together to put round the.
Very nice.
Around the tentacle.
Always make those fun dynamic displays. So that's some good picks. So in second place you've got Banshee. Third place you've got Banshee.
No.
Second place,
and then
Doc
second, Doc Ock.
Very nice. All right, let's go to Jamie.
So I have a bit of a challenge with this list because I've only bought one Legend
okay.
this year, and it didn't come out this year. So what I've done,
here we go.
What I've done is
Group 2. I knew it would be Group 2. I knew it would be Group 2. Out of all the groups, I was like, do you know what? Group 2 will mess me around.
I've done my most wanted out of the stuff that's come out.
I like that. Okay, I like that. The 3 most wanted out of the stuff that could be available to you. Okay, I like that.
As long as it's not a Doctor Who pack.
Yeah. Number 3 will be Blob.
Yeah, nice.
Spoiler alert, Craig. Spoiler alert. And my number 2 will be the Astonishing X-Men Emma Frost.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Really like the look of the white. I've got the Walgreens one, but I think this one's just better.
Yeah, the cape's a bit limiting, but I do think the head sculpt's probably one of the best we've got. It doesn't get enough love, to be fair. But yeah, very nice. Astonishing X-Men Emma Frost on the Chode Build-A-Figure wave. But yeah, good picks. Okay, nice. Let's go across the first for Chicken. Nick, what you got?
All right. It might be a bit unconventional, but I love this figure despite a lot of criticism. It has got this gigantic cyborg Spider-Woman. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this character. You probably are, but it almost reminds me of Overkill from Spawn, like the McFarlane figures.
Yes.
Remember that character? It has that kind of vibe, the big cyborg arm, but I love it just because it's so full of sculpted detail. I don't know that I've ever seen a Marvel Legend with this much actual sculpt put into it. So it's kind of impressive, despite that this doesn't articulate that well or there's paint missing, but it definitely left.
So, as someone who's not seen the film, is she in the film a lot? Like, does she have a lot of screen time?
No,
okay,
but
that's all I need to know. No spoilers for anyone, but I was just curious.
Yeah, I won't. But yeah, you definitely see her prominently
in that form.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And number 2, I really wanted to put this number 1. I can't deny my number 1 is also nice. The Spot. Yeah, I love this figure. I loved him in the movie. I've wanted a regular comic book Spot since probably Marvel Legends started, but to get this and to see how he was in the movie, I honestly like his proportions and his look more as much as more human body type.
But it's accurate to the movie, though, right? He's proportioned like that in the film, yeah.
Yeah, he's got this weird build, almost kind of like extraterrestrial, like alien-like, and honestly, great character. And I really love the figure, and even though its articulation's a little funny, it's not too bad. And the accessories are pretty cool, too.
I kind of wish he also came with a fedora.
Oh, me too, to be honest.
Can you not steal? Is there not a one-trout fedora from someone else you can steal?
Freddy Krueger have one.
Or
like
Spider-Man
Indiana
Noir.
Jones?
Yeah, Turtles in Disguise, they have hats, right? You can put on there, maybe.
Yeah, I could do that. I have a Spider-Man Noir here somewhere. Let's probably use that hat. But yeah, it looks fantastic. You really need to see the movie if it's.
I will. No, I will see it. I will see it.
I think it was the best movie of the year, and I don't think anything's going to touch it on a personal level.
Nice. All right, cool. So the Spot just moved up a little bit in Nick's list compared to Tanner, but no one picked that in Group 1, so it's nice to see some variety. Let's go down to Justin.
So maybe a little bit of recency bias, and this figure's been kind of very criticized, but the retro Craven.
What has it been criticised? What are people moaning about? That it's reused?
Yeah, reuse, and
Look,
people
it's
tend to not like the face sculpt.
It's an accurate repaint. The head sculpt could be better, don't get me wrong, but in regards to the repaint, it's an accurate repaint. It looks like it does from the animated show. And it's on a retro card, so I also have recent bias for any time retro cards get released.
And honestly, the animated shows, all those looks are my mind's eye of all the characters.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what that Rich M was on about. Retro cards never went away. Like that guy wouldn't shut up about retro cards not going.
Yeah,
Rich,
you
retro
kept
cards
trying to tell him.
Retro cards have never went away, Rich. They're still here, right? Here's the proof, right?
So Craven's my number 3, and then I'm gonna just fall in with the crowd and say,
oh, nice. There you go.
It's my number 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I just love this figure. He's a very plain figure, but when you get him and you're messing around, he's very expressive.
I'm gonna regret not getting that wave once I've seen the film anyway.
I think you are.
Probably. I almost Spider-Punk. It popped up back at retail. It was like $40 on Amazon and sold out everywhere else. And then I guess Amazon got a little more, so I was able to order it for the retail price.
Yeah, nice. I do hope we get a comic spot eventually. We don't need it in that proportion, but it's like they've done Zero, for God's sake. Like Dom had Zero as his number 1. Spot is very similar. Like it's
just the same almost.
Just more spots. Just colour in that Zero on his chest. It's easy. But no. But again, very gangly looking in proportion, but it's accurate to the source material, so I can't be mad. There you go.
I like it. I like it a lot, and I haven't even seen the movie yet. So.
Oh wow!
Okay. Well, at least you got the figure ready. At least you shouldn't get FOMO like me. You'll have it ready. I got Rich's attention in the chat. I was just seeing if he was there. That was all. Kurt, your third and second favourite Legends of the year so far, and I understand that you're sort of playing by your own rules, so you can show whatever you want. I don't care.
No, I'm remote, so I don't have any visuals. But I did look back through my camera roll, and I know that I had a problem with the ordering, but I got Gore, the comic Gore, in 2023, and I like that one as my third pick.
Yeah, good.
Not the MCU one, but the comic one. And then
it was an Amazon exclusive, I believe, but it's a very nice figure.
Yeah, and I think there'll be a theme here. And then number 2, I took the Ronin.
Oh yeah, that came out this year. That's fair game.
Yeah, so those are my 3 and 2.
Some cosmic themes. Okay, I see where you're going here. But 2 great figures, 2 nice cosmic villains to add to the collection. Okay, let's go jump up back to Tanner then for your. So to preface this is your favourite Marvel Legend released in 2023 so far.
So far, yeah. So I'm going to preface this by doing the entrance of a song.
Adrenaline in my soul. Oh no, sorry, I thought that was you.
No. Iron Man.
I recognise it.
Yeah, so again, this is my mind's eye version of Iron Man. Brilliant looking sculpt, definitely an improvement on the Epic Hero days, and it fits in well into my Hall of Armor. So brilliant figure. There's nothing wrong with him, and you can put him in all kinds of poses, including that superhero landing pose. I've seen so many talented posers do that. I tried it myself. It looked like crap. But
I have that problem as well. I can't pose figures very well either, to be honest. I just like talking about them.
Yeah, so that's my number 1, Iron Man.
I don't have that Extremist Iron Man yet. It came in the Puff Adder Build-A-Figure wave, and because it didn't have the Build-A-Figure piece, I wasn't in a rush to get it. I thought I'd wait a little bit, but I just haven't went back and got it yet. But I absolutely will. Sucker for Iron Man, like Tanner said. Always can add more to that Hall of Armor. Good pick. No one has mentioned that yet so far. So nice to see it in the list. Craig, your favourite Legend of the year so far?
Yeah. Mine is the Blob.
There he is.
Blobby's going to get ya. Yeah. Basically, just love the figure. I missed out on the first one, but I was glad I missed out on it because, like you say, it looks like a melting potato. And this one is just comic book. It even looks like the one from the animated series as well a bit. And yeah, he's just going to look great when I find a spot in the display. He's just been on my desk ever since, because it's just going to take me ages to move around the display just to find a
He's a
spot
big
for
boy.
him. But
He's going to take up a bit of room for sure.
I think I'm going to have to swap him Mojo out and the Blob in, or he will go against my giant size X-Men.
Very nice.
I've got Brotherhood versus the giant size X-Men, so he will be fitting in there with him.
Mine's with my Brotherhood too. Very nice. Just want to comment real quick on the chat. So your boy's got toys is in the chat. And he's asking, has no one picked up the Mark 1 Iron Man? Now, I do want to say, I mentioned this in Group 1. In the UK, the only Avengers 60th anniversary stuff that has landed in stock is the Hulk 2-pack, which you've seen the Destroyer and Eric Masterson showing off in Group 1, and also Super Adaptoid, which has priced a lot of people out, to be fair. So, they're the only two Avengers sets that have came to the UK so far. So, for us...
Thor and Destroyer have come as well.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned, yeah. So, like, the other ones,
No, he called it the Hulk pack.
Did I call it the Hulk pack? My bad,
Yeah.
my bad. You were correct. But yeah, the Iron Man Mark 1 we haven't got in hand yet, or the Hawkeye,
He's due soon.
or any of them. Yeah, all of them are due at some point in July. So for us, for the UK, those figures are going to be the second half of the year. But I am excited to get that Mark 1 for sure, absolutely. But there you go. So there you go. Blob made it to another number 1 list.
Just look at that head sculpt as well. The screaming face, brilliant.
Very nice figure.
So there you go, Blob love.
All right, let's go down to Jamie. Jamie, so your number 1 figure that you would want to get so far that you haven't got.
Again,
Hang on one second. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Great timing with Cedric
Al
there.
Hariri donated $5. Monet Saint Croix is my favorite Marvel Legends so far this year, and I need an additional duck for the race because I'm tied for 7th place.
You can absolutely have an additional duck. And Cedric says, Monet Saint Croix is my favorite Marvel Legend so far this year. And I think Rich would be very happy to hear you say that. To be fair, I was shocked that it wasn't Rich's number 1. I thought instantly Monet would be number 1, but even Rich had the Blob at number 1. So that shows you how good of a figure that actually is. So great choice. Hopefully we get more Generation X. We've been
Who's
talking
Monet?
about Monet Saint Croix. Monet Saint Croix.
No, I'm joking.
I know you are. I know. I'm just saying. Gotta give her the love she deserves. Right, back to Jamie. Jamie, your figure that you want to get.
I think my list has already changed, so I'm going to put Emma back at number 3, Monet at number 2.
Monet's at 2, okay.
Right, and technically, you got him in this half of the year, so I'm going to go with Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fair game. That absolutely is fair game. I actually had both Andrew and Toby on the table next to me. Just like Indy, I wanted to throw out a few honourable mentions. And in regards to Legends, like, I think if this pack came with the unmasked heads, this set would be getting a lot more love than it is currently getting. I think a lot of people are focusing it on what the set doesn't have rather than what it does have. And these are 2 brand new, completely unique, sculpted, pinless Marvel Legends that I think accurately represent these 2 live actions versions of Spider-Man. Like, they are solid. So yeah, these 2 deserve some love. So I think Tobey Maguire, yes, he doesn't come with the unmasked head. Hopefully we do get it in the rumoured No Way Home wave. Time will tell, but this is still a solid figure. And I'm not mad that I brought it, even if the unmasked heads do come in another set, because now I can display one with the mask and one without, so I'm not mad at it. So
Pulse is due in 5 days, so hopefully it should stick to the release date and come out when it says.
Yes. I got mine from.
Have it by next Legends Liquor.
Yeah, I got mine on In Demand Toys. That's why I got mine a little bit earlier. But yes, you're right. That set in the UK on Pulse anyway comes out in the next few days.
How much is it on Pulse?
I don't think I think it's sold out now, Craig.
Yeah, it was the same price.
No, I just wondered. That's all. Like I haven't.
I can't remember what the price was, but In Demand it was the same price. It was actually £1 cheaper on In Demand.
99 on Pulse. I think it was 98 on In Demand.
Yeah, it's not a cheap set by any means, but it is a brand new. But all the figures, well, apart from those 2 figures anyway, are newly tooled, and they are great figures. So there you go. We just need those unmasked heads. So I completely agree. All right, let's keep going around then. Nick, your favourite Marvel Legends of 2023 so far?
You guys know I love animated stuff. However, I don't even have Dr. Octopus on this list at all because I've mentioned wanting this figure, I think, since I first started coming on here, and it is the comic Yondu. I freaking love this figure. I had him posed on the shelf for the stream, but I knocked him over, and his bow and arrow fell and went under my desk, and I don't know where they are.
Uh-oh. They're there somewhere. Don't you worry. You'll find them.
So I had him posed. Yeah, I had him with arrow in hand. It looked like it was being pulled on the string. It looked great. But to finally have this in hand, pins or not, it looks fantastic. It does everything I want it to. The head sculpt's incredible. The gold paint looks incredible. To me, he looked like he walked straight off the comic. I am just desperately wanting a Starhawk now, so I'm hoping we get that announced by the end of the year.
Charlie 27, Martin X, I'll go on them all. Let's fill the team.
When we get that, I think I'll be fully satisfied. And yeah, this is my number one pick. And I think I've mentioned this before, but when I met Michael Rooker, he told me he wished that this was the look they did in the movie, which would have been really interesting to see, but oh well.
They even changed in the comics the Ravagers, didn't they? And his look more in the comics now looks more like the movie. Yeah. But that is Ultimate Classic, will forever be classic. And like you said, Starhawk, Charlie 27, Martin X, we need them. Let's get the original Guardians in plastic. There you go.
Absolutely.
There's Vance Astro there. I remember finding that
awesome.
at the toy convention with Craig, and I was like, Craig, if you don't buy this, I will. It was an absolute bargain. They look great together.
You would have brought it and sold it to me for double price anyway.
At least double. It would absolutely. Probably.
I know what you're like.
I don't want to charge postage on top of that. Justin, over to you. Favorite Legend of the Year so far?
So I was hoping that they would do this one for the longest time, and like you, Dan, I would rather it been on the retro card, but I cannot complain. The animated Doc Ock. I absolutely love this guy. This again, the animated series, all the shows are my mind's eye of all the characters.
Yep, great feat. Again, like you said, I'm glad you mentioned that because I want it on the retro card. Selfishly, that's my own. Like again, you can say what you want, but I love those retro cards, and I think Doc Ock is such a key player. To have all these figures on the retro card and not have Doc Ock, it hurts a little bit. So I would literally buy it again just to be on the retro card. But I'm aware, I'm a sucker, I'm a bum pirate, whatever you want to call me. But I would buy it again on the retro card.
I mean, they've already tooled up the bendy wire tentacles, so they might re-release.
Well, Dan Yoon did post something about it on Instagram, and I posted back saying I'll buy it again on the retro card, and he just sort of put a weird emoji back or something to sort of allude that he knows. I'm sure. What are you going to say, Nick?
Does anybody know if like anybody online, Etsy or whatever, does like custom retro cards that you can just order?
I'm sure. I don't know of anyone who does them to the standard that I would appreciate, because they'd have to be good to get on my wall. I'm quite a snob as well, where like, don't get me wrong, I like custom work when they can spruce up the collection, but for this, I wouldn't want to just add a random custom in there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really make sense because it's not an official release. That's just me and my own snobbiness, but I'm sure people do custom card backs, absolutely.
I would love to see his little spider drone as well from that episode. Yeah, that would be pretty cool if they reused the tentacles at a smaller scale, maybe.
Just looking at the chat, I can see Retro Vintage asked if we had a Discord server. Now, to be completely honest, we did have a Discord server, and we still do. I'm just terrible at like replying. Like, I literally YouTube and Instagram are like my two goes. So the third one, I just found myself having conversations in different. I don't know. Like, it's just for me. It's just my fault. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at it. But there were people that were quite active on it for a little bit. And it is the great concept, but I'm just terrible at replying and writing stuff. So that's on me, that is. But there is a Discord server out there, I think, still. Link in the description, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Have a look. I'm terrible, ain't I? Terrible at plugging my own shit. All right, good pick. Kurt, what about you? Number one Legend of the Year so far.
All right, so I got to go back and change Ronan to Yondu. No, because I think Yondu, you guys are right. Tremendous. I can't believe I forgot that one.
It's so good.
Great call. And then I'll take Craig. I think you got the visual for me on Star-Lord. I'll take Star-Lord for number one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's here.
There he is.
I've got him on the classics. He was going to close third for me as
He's
well.
on the Vulcan body. He's completely pinless. It's a solid representation of the classic look for Star-Lord. Maybe not everyone's mind's eye due to the modernization in the movies, but as a classic look for Star-Lord, they've nailed it with the figure. It looks great.
Would like him to do the other one with him.
I'm naturally sorry, Craig. I'm naturally a Star Wars guy, right? So
Yeah,
all
you're
of
right.
these, all these alien type of
Cosmic,
different looking
yeah, it works
guys,
for sure.
cosmic looking guys. They're great.
Rich has also just posted the Discord link in the group, so there is in the chat. So there is a Discord out there. Thank you very much, Rich. Maybe I should get back in it and maybe spruce it back up or something. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll have a look at that. I'll look into that retro vintage because you're not wrong. I'll have a little look-see. Okay, there you go. Everyone's favourite Marvel Legends of the year so far. Everyone's list was different yet again. That is always fun. Legends and Liquor, so we had to do a Legends list. But now is where it gets a little bit interesting as we are talking about anything out. So what are these guys' favourite figures of the year so far, excluding Marvel Legends? So now the floodgates are open. This could be absolutely anything with all the different lines and companies that we collect. What are these guys liking the most? Okay, I'm sure every list will be different once again. Your favourite purchases, your favourite pickups of the year so far. All right, let's go. Tanner, let's go. Let's do it the same. 3 and 2. 3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay, so 3 and 2. This may be time to throw up the Turtles and T logo now, so it's going to be pretty much Turtles throughout.
Let's go.
What I've done is I've tried to do figures that I haven't named in my Q1. So whereas Rex 1 would probably be there, it's the case of I've wanted to talk about other things.
That's fair.
So
fair. Tom did something similar earlier today. That's fair.
So we're going to start off with something I showed already, which is the 4-pack. I haven't got it, but everything I've seen about them look amazing.
So you've not even opened it yet, and you're so confident with it. It's in your list. Okay, that's fair.
Pretty much, yeah. Based on everything I've seen, it's great. It's definitely going to be up there towards the end of the year. 2, now between 2 and 1, this is a very, very hard choice to make because they can flip back and forth. But I'm going to go with the one I haven't got with me now, which is Mirage Triceraton.
Yeah.
Amazing figure. To be honest with you, if my number 1 hadn't come out this year, it would steal number 1 and stay there throughout the entire year. So I haven't got that to hand. I didn't want to pull it out of the
big
display.
hefty piece of plastic. Yeah,
exactly. Great, big, hefty. All the weapons it comes with, the hands, the accessories, all the detail put into it is just great. So on other days, again, as I said, he'll probably be number 1, but in this day, he's number 2.
Very nice. Good picks. And I like the turtle love. I wouldn't expect anything less from the co-host of Turtles and Tea. Just jump into the chat real quick. Northern Nomad said, Dan said it himself, folks. Sucker! Yeah, absolutely. I put my hands up. I'm self-aware. I know when I'm a sucker. And I'm a sucker for Marvel Legends. You know that. I've been talking about them on this channel since 2016, for God's sake. Like, I know. Some good, some bad. Like everything else in life, it's all right. You can love, you can hate. Right, Craig. 3 and 2. Other figures. Anything else?
Right. I was going to go different. I was going to go with McFarlane, but
can if you want. 2 McFarlanes made the number 1 in Group 1.
I know, and it was going to be the Keaton Batman, but then yesterday and today I opened what actually come in the post over the week. So they've been going back and forth from 1, 2, 3. They've been switching. This one is number 3, and it is Scrap Iron.
I've not even opened mine yet.
And he's,
fun.
The rockets just fell off the other side, but yeah, blast effects and everything are just amazing.
Got the money in the bank.
1 sec, David Evan Smith with a super chat. Hold that thought on Scrap Iron. He says,
God, cousin David.
It's David, Evan, and Smith, all 3 of them. He says, Justin or Kurt better bring a Batman 1966 figure to their top 3, or I am blocking them. And I need a second duck for the race also. Hashtag choose dick. David needs to get a T-shirt that just says "Choose Dick," and let people make their own assumption of what that means. Yes, I am adding your extra duck to the list right now. We've got quite a few extra ducks for people today. Need to make sure I get them in. Double ducks. But yes, absolutely. So there you go. The pressure's on, Justin and Kurt. You've got some time to think about it. Your top three. He wants a Batman 1966 in there. Right, back to Scrap Iron. You've got the other rocket. It's back on.
Yeah, I've just put it on. So, cousin David, I've got no dick, but I've got a pocket rocket here for you. So, but yeah, Scrap Iron. Just if I can get his helmet off, it's a bit stiff. But just if you can get that face sculpt. Am I close?
There you go.
Look at the burn marks on that face. He kind of reminds me of Two-Face. Kind of reminds me of Two-Face a bit, but I only opened him. I think I opened this one yesterday. But yeah, he's just great. I like him.
Good pick.
But he was, like I say, they've been going back and forth. My 3 picks between 1, 2, and 3, and this one kind of fell down to 3, unfortunately. So, but I'll talk. And what was the next one too?
Your runner-up?
Yeah, my runner-up is come the other day.
Literally days ago it came, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Arctic Bat.
Very nice.
Just love him. And then just look at that metallic blue in the centre. The set off the white is brilliant.
How many did you get, Craig?
I brought 2. One's still in box because I've only just boxed this one just before. Well, I was waiting to come on. So, but I think I got mine first in the UK in our group. Anyway, I don't know if I know Tom got his, but I know Mark says he hasn't got his yet.
I got mine from Pulse too. I've just not opened them.
Oh, did you get yours?
Yeah, they're just in a pile. Yeah.
All right. But mine come like the next day. The money went out, and then it was here with me the next day, which was weirdly enough.
Yeah, happy days.
So yeah, but I only just opened them now.
There you go. Bring Toys to Work will be happy in the chat. Some G.I. Joe's getting some love. 2 great figures there. Scrap Iron and the Arctic Bat.
But yeah, just the gun, the chainsaw, and the mask. Just all set it apart.
Yeah, I like the new head and the new armour. It does bit more of an advanced version.
Yeah, that like tactical armour is great. And when I decide to pick up a Snow Serpent, I'm gonna do pretty much like the same as Tom, because I'm gonna run out of everything. Everything's just gonna turn G.I. Joe.
Well, there's so many little sub teams, isn't there? Like you need a lot of real estate.
So I'm just gonna have like a little team of 3, 2 bats, flanking a Snow Serpent against Snow Job when he comes out in November.
Very nice. Good picks. G.I. Joe's get some love for sure. Right, let's go down to Jamie. Jamie, your third and second favourite figs of the year so far.
So I was telling the truth with the spoiler alert, Craig. I'm actually going to go for this set.
Look, it arrived this year, did it not? It's fair game.
It did. More so now because of this show. It's grown on me even more. So it's a great set.
So tell me what it is.
Is that your 3, 2, and 1, Jamie?
The 2 figures are in it, a third and second.
Yeah, definitely. It's the 14th Doctor Regeneration set from Character Options. They're 5.5 inch.
They're like 5-inch basic sort of Doctor Who figures for anyone curious. Yeah, they're like that was where was that exclusive to in the UK?
That was Character Options.
Options exclusive, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for you.
Mate, I don't even know how I seen it. I just seen it and was like, I know who would like that, Jamie. So it made no sense to me. I didn't know who they were. So.
Well, it makes a change to get Doctor before he's even appeared on screen. So,
is that what it is? I mean, it's brand new. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, technically, he's appeared on screen before because he's played the character before, but it's a new incarnation. So
nice.
And my number 2 will be mostly representing the whole line.
There you go. Kurt will be happy with that. 2 legs and
everything.
There he is.
I really like the Marion as well. I think she's great. And Tote. I think they're all really, really good figures. And
I like the line.
For what they are.
I genuinely like the line. Genuinely like the line.
I'm tempted to go in on Indy and a few of them, to be fair.
I think all of the artifacts look good as well.
Especially when I seen the Last Crusade stuff. That
Yeah.
is my favourite one out of the 3 movies.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I think I might have to get some.
I agree. I think this line unfortunately has a shelf life as well, because Hasbro get the license while the movie's around, and they want to plug the movie, get indie back in the zeitgeist, is that the word? But as soon as it sort of fades away, it's like Ghostbusters. They did Ghostbuster figures, then there's no Ghostbuster stuff. So get it while you can is what I'm saying. I like it.
It's weird we haven't got Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, none of them characters.
Maybe
which
we
is
still
weird.
will.
I know it wasn't the best movie.
Fridge, build the fridge artifact. We could do that,
Yeah.
just to save him from those nuclear blasts. That's why I always feel safe in my house, because I've got a fridge. So I'm like, is there ever any nuclear bombs? Don't worry, Mando. We've got 2 fridges, one for each of us. It's fine.
That's why your figures were wet, weren't they, Dan?
We did need to defrost the fridge the other day. That's true, but it's nowhere near this room. Good idea, though.
That's why your figures were wet, because you ran to the fridge straight away, didn't you, with the thunder?
Oh, yeah. Well, the rain. Fuck, no, don't get me started on that. Yes. My Jurassic Park figures are
You thought it was something dire.
Still drying. Right, let's keep going. Nick, over to you. 3rd and 2nd favourite figures of the year so far.
Well, you already know, because I had
all right.
asked that question earlier. But I don't care if it came out 9 years ago.
It did get a re-release. It did get a re-release this
Yeah.
year, so it's fair. It is fair, to be fair, honest.
I had it. I sold mine. I regretted it forever. And my goodness, to finally have it and have it opened, it's got to be one of my favorite NECA figures of all time.
I hate Hall-a-Thon so much, Nick, right? Because
me too.
Because that was a Hall-a-Thon like re-release. But the
Yeah.
shipping was crazy, and it put us all off ordering anything off that stupid costumes.com. So we went to Uncle Ali. But like, that's a figure where if the shipping was reasonable, I would have absolutely have got, like, from the new batch. Obviously, I've already got a couple of figures. The Bat one's getting a re-release now as well. So yeah,
that blows my mind.
The Spider Bat, the Spider Gremlin from Gremlins 2, the new batch. He looks epic. He looks really, really
And like I mentioned before, this got me to go back and buy like the other Mohawk when it first came out, and now I'm kind of like
gotta get Brain. Brain's my favorite as well. Yeah,
I have him here somewhere. I haven't opened them yet, but they're fantastic figures.
Yeah, great.
I think I'm gonna have a whole Gremlin shelf by the end of the year, probably. So this isn't the figure, but this is to explain what the heck this is.
Okay.
None of you are gonna know what this is.
We've all just smile and nod politely, don't we?
It's got a weird mouth. So this isn't the figure, but this is a character from the movie Godzilla 2000. Okay. It's the main adversary he faces. At the end of the movie, it like basically unhinges its jaw and opens its mouth big enough to try to swallow Godzilla whole. It sounds ridiculous. And this is it here. And it when it does this, it looks might get demonetized. I don't know, but looks a little
what are you
weird
sticking in there? What are you sticking in there?
I don't know.
Cousin David's going to be happy all this talk.
When it does that, it starts to like almost turn into Godzilla. So if you compare, this is like the standard version. This figure is from 1999, actually, so it's pretty old. This one, and this one just came out this year. No company has done this look yet, except for a model kit, which was like super expensive. So finally, a company went ahead and put this out. And I think it looks fantastic. It has really nice paint, and I know it's weird, but I love Godzilla.
Any articulation on it at all, or is it just
a little?
Oh, okay.
You can move the arms. It's like 5 POA.
Yeah. But still, it's about what it represents.
Yeah. To finally get this in figure form and not like pay some exorbitant amount of money is really nice, and it's going to go really great on the shelf right next to that one. They're almost in scale.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They look good.
Almost, yeah, even though it's a different company. So that is my number 2, and it makes me really happy to finally have that.
And say its name again for the people in the chat.
Oh, yeah, it's a weird name. Orga. O-R-G-A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. I do like that you. Again, that's what's magic about Legend of the Licker. Everyone's got their own little favourites. I just noticed that it started with a click. Shelley is in the chat, so I just wanted to sort of remind. I don't know if you've seen the start of the show, Shelley, but let me see if I can jump back to it real quick. Let me just get rid of the chat for a sec and get my XL up because we are racing some ducks later. Don't you worry, it's happening. And the new duck racing table, Shelley. You're right there. 20 points. You've won 2 races in the last 5 weeks. You have got double points compared to anyone else. You are the outright leader of Season 2 Duck Race. Again, we've got the whole year to go. It's running until the end of the year, and then the top 10 will have a race. But so far, you're leading the pack, Shelley, in good standing to be there at the end of the year already. So congratulations. We will be racing more ducks today. Someone, again, if Phil gets 10 points, Dom or even Instadan, they can jump up right there with you. Or maybe we get someone new on the board. But thought that was worth a mention since I suggesting you jump in the chat. Very nice. Right, back to these guys. Right, let's go down to Justin. Justin, your third and second favourite figures of the year so far.
All right, so number 3 would be the Lightning Collection, Dino Thunder Black.
Very nice.
Actually, when I was younger, Lost Galaxy was the last season I watched as a kid. But then, you get older, you get back into collecting. I started catching up on a couple Power Rangers seasons, and this season's actually really good.
People went back because Tommy's in it. Because
yeah. And just look at this black and gold suit. It's awesome. Did a really good job on it.
That was such a big deal for me when that season came out.
Oh yeah, it was a good season.
And we've completed that team in Lightning Collection now as well, because Yellow came out recently too, so we've got that whole team.
They're really starting to round out all the teams, and now they're starting Turbo, so I can kind of see an end point at Lightning Collection.
Lightning Collection is visibly slowing down, but I hope they finish the teams they've started at least.
I'll be so upset.
Yeah, it's sad. There's so many villains. That line, it could literally go on forever, the amount of characters and villains and stuff, so I would love to see it continue, of course.
Could do some re-releases of the hard-to-get figures, like Zero Gold.
Yeah, you're gonna say that until you have one in your hand. Will someone get Craig a Zero Gold, please? Seriously.
I'll get one, and they'll re-release it. They'll announce it. Yeah, he's coming back out.
I guess
I sent you a link on AliExpress, Craig, and he was cheap.
Yeah, he's still there.
Like, send me the link. Let me see if I can buy Craig a bloody Power
I've been
Rangers.
buying other things.
Too. I want
it's G.I. Joe, yeah. Didn't you hear?
Right, sorry, Justin. You started us off on Power Rangers.
No,
right,
you're good.
Go on, your second favourite.
What they'll probably do eventually after they're done remastering Mighty Morphin, they might remaster Zeo on its anniversary in like 3 years. Number 2, SHF Kobe.
Nice.
Okay.
It's an awesome figure.
Absolutely. No, shout out your boys got toys. He hooked me up with that one because I usually avoid the imports and stuff. But he knew that one was too good to miss. And that comes with not one, but 2 unmasked Toby heads. And both of them, the likeness is really good. And I know this is the tiny accessory, but I always ask for it. It comes with like a mask he can hold. So when he's unmasked, he can stand there holding the mask he's just took off. Legends, come on. It's a tiny piece of plastic. Make it happen. But yes, great fig. Definitely worthy of being in. It should have been one of my honourable mentions, absolutely. Great range. Again, looks like the fig.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good pick. Good pick. SHS, Tobey Maguire. Andrew's just come out. I see Mike Kex in the chat saying that it's due any day now. So Andrew Garfield versions come out with no unmasked heads though, because they cancelled them annoyingly. I don't know why. It's weird how they got Toby out but not Andrew. No one knows why. What's going on there?
Some good customs out there.
There are some good. But again, hopefully Legends get there. We haven't seen any proof they will. Maybe at San Diego they're going to show them off. I would hope so. Right place to do it. I think that's what people are going to be asking for, No Way Home stuff. So if they know what's good for them and they want that positive press, then show off those No Way Home figures. All right, nice picks. Let's go to Kurt. Kurt, your third and second favourite figures of the year so far. And the floodgates are open now. Anything you're buying, what you got?
All right. So look, before we started, just so we got proof here.
Yep.
I had to make some notes.
Okay.
Because, we got Nick over here advertising stuff. We got Craig blowing all sorts of smoke. Jamie's wearing a crown. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a crazy show.
So number 3, right there for you, David Evan Smith. It's Batman 66 King Tut.
There you go, yeah.
All right.
It was in David's list too, yeah.
You can block Justin all you want, buddy.
No, I saw Kurt write that down as I was doing mine. He tried to sneak it.
I also wrote down the whole first wave of the Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Because that artifact is just as important as anything else that was released there. It really is awesome. The Ark
of Covenant, yeah.
The Ark, and Craig, you just said it, right? That Grail table with the Last Crusade figures that's coming forward. Boy, that looks awesome.
The Grail Knight as well with it as well looks really good.
I wish Star Wars would do that with Black Series. Oh my god!
Those little dioramas definitely like add a little flavour to the display, don't they? Like they just spruce it up. They're like little mini dioramas, and yeah, they look great. All three of the artifacts have meaning for the display. So it's the skull, isn't it? The second one, with the little totems in the middle of it type thing. But to be fair, the best one does look like the third one.
Yeah, and I saw the movie. I won't offer any spoilers, but I understand why I got an Indiana Jones with one leg. Because Harrison Ford kind of looks like he's on his last leg.
He's 80 years old, isn't he? For
God
God's
bless
sake?
him.
Yeah.
God bless him. And
didn't he hurt his leg as well? Didn't he hurt his leg early on in production of that, and it got delayed ages? I think it was Indy. Maybe, but still, he's 80.
Star Wars as well, yeah.
I'm surprised he did this movie after Star Wars.
Well,
I don't think he had a
fair
good
play
time.
to him. Fair play to him. Do you know, he knows it's probably his last one. I'm sure they give him a good send off. So
I'm surprised he's in Captain America. To be fair,
yeah.
He's got kids and grandkids, and they want houses.
On him.
Yeah,
nothing on him at all. Really, just the whole thing.
No, I will see it. I will see it, absolutely. It's on my list, but big indie fan.
Well,
did you get a replacement leg for your original one?
No.
Ugh.
No chance.
It's glued though, right? He stands.
I glued it. Mike had me sending that thing back. I was never going to see that. I was going to spend
I
days
can
on
send
the
you a
phone.
leg, Kurt, if you want. I've got a bag full. Just name one.
Sorry. To be fair, there's plenty of indies getting released in that line. I'm sure you'll be able to pick up another indie. It's fine. You've got the Last Crusade indie with the shirt and tie. That looks good too. And there's another way to get that with the tie.
He's on game at the minute, and that the first indie's on game.
Oh, in the UK
21.
for sale. Yeah. Again, there's multiple ways to get it. One comes with the totem and the little stand and stuff. So if you want to pay a little bit extra, so there's options. But nice. All right, good picks. Right, now let's get to it, people. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Your favourite figures of the year. Well, your favourite figure of the year so far that isn't a Marvel Legend. All right. So this is any figure, as you know, your number one. Let's go back up to Tanner. Tanner, your number one figure of the year so far.
So I initially had a number one until Justin said Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. And then it reminded me of something else I had in the collection that's fucking amazing. So I'm going to break the rules and have two number ones. The first one being...
You rebels. Group 2 are full of fucking rebels.
The Zap collection, Zap Megazord, Astro Megazord.
Very nice.
Again, I totally forgot he came out this year, and I totally forgot I had him until that mention. Brilliant Megazord, very hefty bastard. Yes, even if the little cannon at the bottom keeps on dropping out of him, which is so with little resistance.
Don't lose it.
Yeah, no. Well, it's big enough not to lose, so that isn't going to happen. And then my actual number one, which you guys, if you go and watch the most recent Turtles and Tea with Nostalgia Unbox, you would have seen me unbox this figure, which is the Heat Boys Leonardo, which is, again, I didn't expect to like him as much as I did. I was looking forward to him to arrive, and he's just amazing. Pretty much amazing. Nice. So hefty, so big. There's loads of different ways to display him. At the moment, I've got him holding a cannon with a shield double katana.
Yeah, hold it up for the screen. Let people see. So it's basically a big mech of Leonardo, and it's bigger than you assume as well. Like how it's like 12 inches, right? Like bigger than a Marvel Legends Builder figure. Like
so, as I've got the blob right. If I bring in a 6-inch figure, the 6-inch figure goes up to his
hold him up. Let them see. Hold him up. Yeah, there you go. So it's a big, chunky Leonardo mech, and they're doing the whole team as well. So if you get all of them, you're going to have all big mechs.
Like twice, 3 times as thick. As you mentioned, Michelangelo is up for pre-order. Again, brilliant figure. Loads of different ways to customize him, because you can have weapons in his hands. You can have weapons all over him because there's little tabs to tab everything into. And it just looks so good. This line has started off with a bang. Yeah, it's a bit of an expensive one, but it's worth it, I would say.
Greg in the chat says, I have no memory of this Leo. So what's the official name and who made it, real quick, for him?
So it's made by Heat Boys, and it's TMNT01 Mech Leonardo.
There you go. There you go, people. Have a little Google if you're interested. Have a closer look. But Tanner did unbox. I mean, I sort of forced him to. I didn't force him to, but I asked him to unbox it, not realising he wouldn't be able to put it back in the box. So he unboxed it on Turtles and Tea, and now it is out for display.
The thing is, once you connect the head isn't supposed to come off. And because I wanted to put him back in the box, the head wouldn't come off, and I didn't want to break the fucker. So I thought, all right, I'm displaying him. So he's now stayed out.
It would have had to eventually get out of the box anyway, right?
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Fine. He's looking beautiful. So I have no complaints whatsoever with him.
Nice. They're all talking about inches in the chat.
I think if I picked that up, it probably would have knocked that Gremlin off my list because that looks so incredible.
It'll be cool when you get all 4 mechs all together on a display. That'll be cool
just standing side by side. I mean, the thing with Mikey, from what I've seen, he's like all covered in bazookas and missiles, and I'm looking forward to that.
It's
as
like
well.
Pacific Rim, but if the mechs were turtles related, you know, like that's what it's like.
That's pretty cool.
All right, Craig, your number 1 figure of the year so far.
Yeah. Before I go into my number 1, a shout out to cousin David. All this Batman 66 talk and that, and seeing his pictures, like they've been in my basket for ages. I've been like, I don't know whether to go back and backtrack on them.
Well, you know what he's going to say if you ask him. So.
There's Kurt, yeah, because that's all I remember on TV as well, was that just being replayed over and over again.
Channel 4 in the UK that was on.
Yeah, and but to my number 1, if this guy wasn't my number 1, I wouldn't even be able to call myself Craig, but it's Craig Rock and Roller.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I've got him with his hand up, like, there we go.
Yeah.
With the teeth on his, and then he's really good. Like, I've only just opened him literally before the stream, along with the Arctic Bat, and I was just fell immediately in love. That's why Scrap Iron got knocked down completely, because he's really good. I just love the fact that we've got the tattoos all up his arms, bit like Shipwreck as well, but Shipwreck didn't make it because of the I think I lost a bit of interest because I had to fix his bicep. But Rock and Roller's great. I had a little QC issue with him, if you can see. Where
you're not having much luck, are you, with these arms and biceps?
Where the thing is, see where the joint is in the shoulder.
Yeah.
All the paint has scratched off it, so you can see the different colour
to
the shirt.
Battle damage.
But I think I'm just going to have him pose like this anyway on the
so
shelf.
You can't see it.
Taunting a Cobra Trooper.
That's a good pose. That's a good pose for him anyway. It's a unique pose, isn't it?
He's even got like the little radio as well, and the bullets. He's got a bullet belt and the helmet as well, and just like G.I. Joe. I don't like. It's like my second collecting at the minute, I think, and I just like every figure except from Falcon has had just a brilliant face.
Look, they're on fire at the minute. They're on fire.
Just look how realistic they are, to be fair. It's just, and then, and obviously if I can get Shipwreck as well, look at the faces together.
Move them across a bit.
They just look.
There you go.
Man.
Just look really good.
Look, the line's on fire. It really is. They're putting out some really good stuff at the minute for sure. And the Had Labs testament to that.
It's blatantly destroying my wallet at this time. But I ordered my recent pre-orders of them. I ordered the low light
Tunnel Rat,
nunchucks,
yeah,
and that was another one. I can't remember which one it is now.
There's loads of army builders. You got like the eagles and stuff.
I missed out on the eel because I was at work. But then the snow serpent, I was in two minds about, and I just kind of left him. I thought he'd probably come.
You'll have opportunities to pick others down the line, I'm sure.
It's just, and seeing them pictures the other day, the dragonfly, I was just like, I want it now. I don't want to wait another year. I want it now.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get those pictures up. In the chat, Michael shouting, classified forever. Paul says, vape smoke getting into those joints, Craig.
Yeah,
as he vapes, literally as he blows smoke.
Yeah. But
hey, to be fair, my Spider-Man first appearance broke in that same spot, if you guys remember. So
yeah, no, we've all, I think as collectors, we've all dealt with the QC issues at some point or another. Very frustrating, and like you said, they zap the fun away of figures for sure. But people are happy. Cloud's going. Bye, Cloud. Off. Cloud's off. Cloud. We'll see you on the next one, Cloud. Bye bye.
See you later, Cloud.
Just while we're
look, how cool is he going to look with blast effects behind him as well?
Just alluding to the pictures that Craig was on about, these are the new updated pictures of the Dragonfly all painted up. Again, the campaign's on for
Wild Bill as well.
Next couple of weeks. It's already funded, so if you back it, you know you're getting this plus the first unlock. And I'm, again, me, Tom and Marcus, but all confidently saying it's going to get everything. So there it is. If you want it, go and get it. It will be an impressive piece in like literally over a year. It's going to be way over a year before we get this in hand. Still don't even have the Hiss tank in hand yet, but yeah, we'll get that before the end of the year, I'm sure. But yeah, all right, good. Let's go down to Jamie. Jamie, your favourite figure of the year so far?
I do have an honourable mention. Okay. That's technically a tweet, but it is the Buffy sideshow figure that you supplied me with.
So again, for people, Jamie won as the crown is. He lives the gimmick, all right? He is the current Duck Racing champion. He won season 1, with his prize money. He went and brought a very sought after figure that he hadn't been able to pick up in the which is it's a 1/6 scale Buffy from sideshow, right? Yeah,
that's awesome.
So again, if you win the Duck Race, you will be rewarded for it. Okay, it's more than just a gimmick, people. Yeah, it's more than just a gimmick. It's some hard cash at the end of it for you. But all right, so good honourable mention.
My number one pick is the Black Series Jedi Survivor Cal Kestis.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That comes with BD1, which is a little droid. I actually went out and bought an Xbox just so that I could play the game because I really enjoyed the first one. But he's a great representation of that character in that game. So
very nice. Very nice. I can't speak much to it. I've not played the game, but I'm aware of the figure because there was a release where he had like a poncho on, wasn't it? An orange poncho.
Yeah, that was in the first game.
Yeah. So that's based off the second game. That figure you got there. Yeah. Very nice. And is he a Jedi? I'm assuming he's a Jedi, right? Or training to be a Jedi or something.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay.
He was a Padawan during the
first one. Oh, okay.
And then he escaped
and the game's following his story essentially.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Fair play.
He's got a really good storyline to the game.
Yeah, it's popular. I just know it through the toy lore. Sorry, but
I'm still playing the first game.
Alive during the Mandalorian.
Oh, so he could pop up in live action at some point. How interesting. I like when they do sort of crossovers like that. So that people that like yourself who have played the game would appreciate him popping up for sure. All right, let's keep going across to Nick. Then your favourite figure of the year so far, Nick?
Well. Since I didn't give my pickups, I told a friend I would do something during this stream.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be real quick about it. I'm gonna do it though. All right. A friend of the channel, Unparalleled Universe, Wade. I just dropped the link in the chat. Is having his Kickstarter right now for his own character Odious, who I have been kind of obsessed with learning more about since he first talked about him on his stream. I have actually written almost like fan fiction levels of like theories.
Fan fiction for Odious, wow.
Yeah, that I think could be how he worked or like what his powers could be, even like his villain. I'm not allowed to say what any of it is. I haven't posted it anywhere, but I've been like asking Wade if I could talk to him about it for a long time. But I'm very excited, to say the least, to see him finally get this out there. It's a character that nobody knew much about, but it's had my mind racing. Kind of like one of its biggest fans, I would say. And, you know, he's a good friend of the channel. This is his lifelong dream. And, you know, I'm sure we all have dreams just like this. So he's finally got it out there. He's finally has his Kickstarter up, and we're a little over halfway there to getting it funded. And you guys can go ahead, check it out, read the little bio he gives. I'm guessing the audio is playing right now.
No. I've muted it. You're talking. Okay. You're talking over him. You're doing a great sales pitch. I'd appreciate it.
Thank you. And yes, whether it comes out this year or next year, this is guaranteed to be my figure of the year.
Oh wow!
When it does come out, and I'm gonna say something wild. I don't know if it's gonna drive up sales. I don't know if Wade even would like this, but if this gets funded, I'm gonna get an Odious tattoo.
Oh wow!
Yes, and I swear by it. Right hand to God, right now, I will do that if this gets funded.
Of like just the character's face or the body, or
maybe in like a pose with like magic or something like that, something real mythical looking. I have an idea of how I want it to look actually.
Where would you get it?
Possibly on my right arm.
You should just tell Wade.
That's not what I thought.
Butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, shout out in Parallel Universe. Like, I wish him nothing but the success in the world. I am absolutely backing one of these for sure. Multiple options now as well, because you can back one that's naked. If you want a naked Odious, so you can dress him yourself, you can back it that option, or you can get one with the soft goods, which I believe the prototypes for soft goods were made by Rebel 10 Customs, and she gets mentioned quite a lot on these streams. Makes excellent stuff, always sprucing up our collections. I've got many a piece on my shelf behind me. But yeah, absolutely. If you've followed in Parallel, you know who Odious is, and the figure looks great. Like, undeniably looks great. So I'm excited for him. I hope it happens. He's halfway there. These things are not easy, and the support he's got already is insane. And there's still nearly 2 weeks to go, and he's literally. Is he about quarter of the way there, over that at least? But
Dan,
yeah.
If he does back and you do get him, you can reenact your rap and basically.
Oh, I was going to say,
Odious will meet the Who Crew. He will meet the Who Crew.
Let's not let
Odious and Odious be dead. Yeah.
Look, I've said the beasts have been squashed. Me and Odious are cool.
Yeah.
Me and Parallel still may hate each other, but me and Odious are cool. And Odious will absolutely love to meet the Who Crew. Now, Wade probably ain't going to be happy about that, but it's going to happen. So if this Kickstarter happens, I'll make him meet the Who Crew for sure. But yeah, please back the project.
Dan, Amanda's in
the link.
Amanda's in the chat. Oh, she's always annoying, isn't it? Okay, right, okay. You talk about yourself.
Said the link.
Right, back Odious. I'll be back in a minute. You give your number one, and I'll come back and pretend I heard everything you just said.
All right. Well, yeah, unlike Dan's rap, let's let Odious live. Let's not, let him be dead.
It's just an awesome figure and awesome project too. So.
Oh yeah, it really is. It's very inspiring to say the least.
Dan, come back! She's not at the front door.
Oh.
She's in the pub.
Before I give my number one, I want to. I bet one of you knows what it is. Anyone want to guess? Because I might have implied that it'll be this when I got it. So, if anyone remembers,
I want to say an alien
what
figure.
Brand?
Nope. What'd you say?
What brand?
Oh well, that'll give it away.
Oh.
I want to say alien. It's got to be an alien. Figure.
Nope. All right. Well, I bet Dan would know if he was here. All right, Dan, if you can hear me. Oh.
He's not back yet, I don't think.
Didn't she say she was half an hour away?
She said she was at the pub.
I bet he's gone out the door, proper looking for her, thinking she's hiding.
Someone else said she's at the door.
There you go.
So Dan, I asked them. I'm going to ask you. Can you guess what my number one pick will be? Because I feel like you'll probably know, but maybe you won't.
No, no. You buy some obscure stuff, so like
I do.
And there's so much stuff has come out for my brain to work out what's came out this year. No, you just have to give it me.
All right, fair enough.
Is he a Duck Daisy?
All right. Number one pick is the Lego Bionicle a gift with purchase set that came out in January,
of course I could have guessed.
February of this year. I figured you'd guess that.
No, I wouldn't. I know, but when I think of Bionicle, I can't help but think of you. But
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't have remembered that came out this year. No way.
That's fair enough. But yes, this gift with purchase set, it's a perfect tribute to the original sets that came out. This came out, well, actually, this one didn't come out at McDonald's, but it pays tribute to the figures that did come out at McDonald's. This is Takua, one of the main characters in Bionicle, ends up becoming very important in the story. And this here is Toa Tahu, the first leader of the first set of teams that came out. And honestly, it looks so incredible. If you've seen the movie or any of the old promo art, he's on this like lava surfboard, so it pays tribute to that. This stand even pays tribute to the canister lids that used to be on the old sets.
Back in the day.
It's honestly an incredible figure. You can take him off of there. He's pretty posable for being made out of bricks. You know, he's even more posable than the older figure, believe it or not. He doesn't have any of the gear functions, but the amount of popped his arm off, but it's Lego. So
It's Lego. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The amount of quality and care that was put into this is really, really something great. And the price to get it, you can argue it was worth it because I got another great set out of it. But you had to make $100 purchase to get this set as like a free gift. Normally it'd probably be like 30 or 40 bucks, I'd imagine, with everything that comes with it. So to get a big set and this for that is actually a pretty fair and nice deal. So this to me has answered something I've wanted to come back for a really long time. And I'm very hopeful that it did well, and we're going to get more of these because it's my favorite toy line of all time. And it's got to be my number one.
Very nice. I've got fond memories of Lego Bionicle back in the day and all the different elements and the tube canisters and stuff like that.
Oh,
so, yeah. No, I remember seeing them at a toy fair and obviously sent you a picture. Like, very
awesome.
Very nostalgic.
I used to have quite a few of them as a kid as well. Every Christmas I'd have one.
Looking in the chat, Amanda's made me go and open the door. She's not even fucking out the door. For God's sake.
It wasn't Amanda that said she was at the door.
She owns this house with me. Do you know what I mean? Like both of our names on the mortgage. Take your key with you, love. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Like, so, yeah, she's out. But she's not even at the door. But, yeah, Ted's there. Ted was asleep. But I don't want to sleep. I don't want him to sleep now because I need to do my head in later. So he's not barking now, but you probably can't hear him. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Good pick. Bionicle. I should have guessed it. I'm mad with myself now. I didn't. But I forgot. I would have forgot that came out this year. Right, Justin, your favourite figure of the year so far?
Okay, so I don't want to make David, Evan, or Smith mad, but he probably won't remember this character being in the Batman show. It was like a quick cameo, you know. So, but this is the SHF Future Trunks. This is the new release. The old one was really small, and they redid this one. It's on a much better buck. It's got comes with a lot of great accessories like a SHF always does. Lots of hands. They normally do the swords like a separate like sword piece, and then like a little half sword that just clicks in. But they actually have it go all the way in the sheath, which is cool. And but yes, it's a very good figure. I love it.
So
Lots of different faceplates.
Is it Dragon Ball?
Yes, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
He's from the future.
So is he a future Goku?
Yeah, basically.
Is he really? See,
No.
Dragon Ball's not hard to fuss out. Is he related to Goku in some way?
He's Goku's rival son.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like inspired by like T2, like the whole time travel thing.
Okay, yeah.
The whole he comes from like a more apocalyptic.
So is he
future.
the John Connor of the Terminator of Dragon Ball franchise? Okay, now I'm understanding the language. Okay, exactly. I'll smile and nod. He looks great. He genuinely looks great. I just don't know who he is. Don't have a clue.
There's basically even Terminators. They're called androids. They fly and have Dragon Ball powers, but whatever.
I don't even know what a Dragon Ball is or does. I'm not even gonna lie. I just thought it was Goku.
Awesome. Comes with a power down head, different faceplates for the
Look, you can't collect toys without knowing about Dragon Ball figures. It's just as simple as that.
Exactly.
Like, you really can't. Like,
Exactly.
I know more about Dragon Ball through the toys than I do from any other form of media. Your boy's got toys that says, "How yeah, Dragon Ball Z repping." The Fossil says it's Goku with a jacket. It's not. We've learned it isn't. It isn't. It's John Connor.
How much they must all have the same barber.
They virtually do. Adams also said Amanda basically pranked us all, knocked the door, and ran to the pub. Yeah, essentially. The door's wide open now. She's not even downstairs. Ted's like strangers.
That's a new game, isn't it? Not door pub.
Knock the door on the pub. Yeah, it's the adult version of knock the door and run. So, okay, right. Let's. So good pick. Again, I have nothing but respect for Dragon Ball. It's just not for me. Just not for me. That's all. And it's one of them where
he was about 80. Nick.
At this point, I step away as well.
Thank you. It looks incredible.
$80, did you say? Yeah, is that what you're figuring out?
Yeah.
My bad.
No, it looks nice.
Okay. Kurt, it's over to you, my friend. Last pick of the day. Favorite figure of the year so far.
Well, since you guys have been kind enough to point out that I'm the oldest by at least a decade in the room, I want to point out this movie that came out in 1977 was called Star Wars. I know Jamie thinks it's a video game.
It's like the War in the Stars. The War in the Stars.
I don't know.
I've heard of it. I think I have.
I might be able to ask my grandparents about it.
Yeah. Thanks, Justin. Thank you. So for me, I'll continue to break the rules. For Father's Day, I got the whole second wave of the 3.75 retro figures. And outside of that stupid retro sticker, I've got all my original retros, but now I've got a nice vac metal C3PO on the card.
Oh, is this the ones where they re-released the harder to get ones? Like you've got the
That's
Death
awesome.
Trooper, they've got the Jawa with the proper jacket.
Yep.
That's what I'm on about.
Obi-Wan, Sandperson, C3PO, R2.
Yes. So for the people in the chat, what Kurt's referring to is that basically the Hasbro retro line re-released all the harder to find figures from back in the day, obviously in the more modern format, but it's still nice where you could sort of have these as placeholders in your display, because some of those old ones are like really expensive on the aftermarket.
Yeah, the card backs are all the same photos. They've just
Got that
put
big
some
stupid
fake
sticker.
used deco. Yeah, but
I don't like that either.
The sticker, I'll find a way to get it off, but I'll be able to post those, on the wall at some point.
Maybe a hairdryer?
Yep.
A hairdryer on it. No, that'll get rid of the adhesive.
They will look great on a display for sure. All the retro card stuff, like, it's so hard to open because it just looks good on card. As you know, it fills the wall up very nicely and is in a display piece all within itself.
And I don't think you told us you like.
Have you not seen that display before?
No, I've never seen that.
I'll take a note to show it off more often. Don't you worry.
Do you know they did a beast on that?
Did they?
Yeah.
Seems like something I'd know. Oh wait, I do.
It was great. I think it was great.
That's one he hasn't got on the wall.
No, I've got it. It's just I told you that X-Men retro like orange card. I want the rest of the Jim Lee characters. I know we've had a million Wolverines, but I need a Wolverine, I need a Cyclops, I need a Jean Grey, all on that orange card, so I can display all the X-Men. Like otherwise, I've just got Beast, Storm, Gambit, Rogue, and I'll be missing other key players. So they're all in protector cases, just like the ones on the wall, but they're just safely put away until that day comes. But I think the new X-Men animated show may put a halt to that, because I think we're going to see some animated retro cards instead. But again, I digress. That's for a conversation for another day. Kurt, nice picks there. Again, relevant to you. That's what brought you into this hobby in the first place. Star Wars and the retro figures now. Is really nice, really nice. Right. Now, I can't get out of here, people, without racing some damn ducks. So let's race some ducks, okay? So I'm putting in the chat now, who want in on duck race? Right, now let me put these rules. If you've been in the chat, Group 1 and Group 2, your names are already on the list, all right? You don't need to type anything, you're in, Group 1 and Group 2. If you've given me a super chat today, your name is already down, and I will double it as well for the super chat, all right? So I'm talking about Insta Dan, Kitty, a.k.a. California Red Devil, Cedric, Northern Nomad, Legion X, Game Over Daddy, Bring Toys to Work, David, Evan and Smith. You all got extra ducks. So if you're not one of those people, I need a duck. Wait for my comments. They're all eager. They're all so eager. Right, my comments there now. Right, go. Right, I'll take Jarhead, Gary, and Home Dude. So I've put your names down. Don't write again. Jarhead, your name was already down anyway. I took your name down earlier. Cool.
Just think you can win this actual crown. This actual crown.
Jamie's going to actually give you that crown. He's going to hand the crown over officially. I'm going to make a duck trophy and make sure Jamie gets it before the end of the year. Like something tangible that we can pass around here.
My family used to own a printing company that also made trophies. I kind of wish that was still a thing.
That would have been very useful. Yeah, no, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. Right, I'm going to start taking some names. Adam said Jay wants a duck. Jay and Kiara have absolutely got ducks. Don't you worry. I've put them name down already. I'm a good guy like that. If you're a regular and sometimes you just can't be on the show, it's not a problem. Just hit me up and say, Dan, I want a duck. It makes the replay a little bit more interesting. Not a problem.
Dan, I want a duck.
No, Craig, you're not allowed a duck. We've spoke about this already, Craig. You are not allowed ducks. All right, let me start taking some names here, okay? So, okay, anyone got any honourable mentions while I write these names down for the ducks? I need a few minutes here. So, someone want to fill the void with some honourable mentions, something that maybe that not been mentioned today that you think's worthy?
Sir Pentor? No, I'm joking. Sorry, I know a lot of people ain't got him.
Yeah, he's due soon though in the UK. Like
due for a lot of people, but I didn't count him because I got him before Christmas. So
he is due in a couple of weeks here in the UK. That's actually going to happen for some people. Finally, maybe Jay's Toys Collection UK is definitely one of them.
He's trying to
I'll throw him
out this year.
Honourable mention with the Mezco Bishop.
There you go. That was in
Brilliant figure.
That was in Rich's list yesterday. Have you opened yours, Tanner?
Yeah. I have. Yeah, I've opened him, taken a picture for my Instagram, and put him back in the box. Brilliant figure. I know some people had initial issues with his right shoulder, but mine seems to have been totally fine. I love the plastic, and not the plastic, the fabric, the stretchy fabric. It looks so good, and you got the powers as well. That would have been in the list as well, but you know me, I'm a Turtles guy, so everything's got to be Turtles.
Got to rep the Turtles. I'm just laughing at the name Trouser Meat. Has Trouser Meat been in the chat before? I feel like that's a name I would remember. Like that just popped up with a few ducks. I'm like, have I gave Trouser Meat a duck before? I can't quite remember.
I think that's just David Evans.
Look, Rich wants a duck. Rich, I promise you, Rich, you're in my list. Rich, your name is right next to mine. You're in there. You're fine. Rich has got a duck.
That's slightly worrying because half the time you forget to put your duck in.
I know. I've put him down today. Honestly, I've got him down today. He's there.
Tanner, who did you murder for your Money in the Bank ticket? Just out of curiosity.
You know what? I got really lucky because in the UK, I don't know if the Americans use it as well. There is a fan-to-fan ticket exchange site called Twickets, in which they can only tickets can go up for retail or less. So I got really lucky with my ticket because somebody put it up for less, and it was a solo ticket. So I'm guessing somebody couldn't go quite last minute. So I just, as soon as I saw it, I snapped it up and then went down. And you know what? With that show yesterday, I know it was very, very expensive to buy tickets, but even so, the show we got was solid throughout the board. It would have been worth the full price anyway. I went to SmackDown. SmackDown was okay. A lot of fun. I sat slightly the opposite side of the arena. Still got a good view. But yeah, it's as soon as I got in, I sat down. I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is brilliant. And then everybody knows what happened halfway through. So
adrenaline in my soul.
Between that entrance, John Cena coming out, everybody went nuts for John Cena.
Oh no, that was it. Like, no one knew that wasn't scheduled, was it? That was a surprise.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that coming out.
Isn't he?
I know he's in the UK filming. He's in London filming for a TV show or a movie or something. But I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Shayna turning on Ronda. I was like in shock with that.
I called that one. I called that one in Jay's chat. Yeah.
Right, I need
Okay.
to. Right, we're racing ducks now, people. Let me go to the duck racing rules. Okay, as you know, we raced twice. This is Duck Racing League 2, Season 2. Let me go back up to the table because, again, this is the first time I've updated the table this year. Okay, so this is the current leaderboard for Season 2 of the Duck Racing. Remember, your first race is to qualify for the race with points. So it's a little bit more difficult, but it's more fun. There's a bit of danger because you could end up with minus points like people down here as well. So, yeah, Justin, poor Justin. He actually won one race, I think, and then finished last in the next race, which is in a common thread. So I'd be wary of finishing first in the first race. But up top, Shelley, it started with a click. Shelley has won 2 races. She is right at the top, double than anyone else. But Dom, Instadam, Phil are all underneath her with 10 points. And then we've got Cedric, Hugo, Cousin Jimmy. Shout out Fiendish Frank. Hopefully he's watching the replay. His Cousin Jimmy has got some points on the board. Then we got Kev, the Fossil, Legion and Dan's Toys, Mark Tat, Jamie there with 4 points, Big Will. And then we got other big names as well, like the Cheeky Monkey Kiaras of the world has got her first point off the board. And also Damien. Damien was always in the race last year as well. He's got 2 points. So some of the big names from Season 1 have already started to get some points on the board. And remember, we're going to be racing until the end of the year, okay? The very last Legend of Liquor of the year will be crowning a new champion. Will it be Jamie? We'll find out. But let's go back to the board. As you can see, that's how it happens. First race will be a 2-minute race, and to get in the second race, you need to finish first to 9th or last, okay? Wild card is whoever finishes last. So I will go full screen for this, but first, let me just make sure I've got it all up on board. I've put everyone's name down. We've got 60 people, and I have doubled the people as well from the super chats. So I will make sure I go full. Can you just hear Ted barking? He's going absolute apeshit. Oh wait, that's my Streamlabs. That's what I was showing you guys. See, this is Streamlabs. It's confusing as shit, isn't it? All right, how do I get rid of that? There we go. There's that. And let me
Dan, your Ted barking in the background is kind of reminded me of Mad Hatter.
Oh, cat sifting. Yeah, dog barking. Dog barking.
Dog barking.
Yeah.
Cat sifting.
Dog barking. Right, let's do this, people. Good luck to everybody. Yeah, first race, you want to finish first or 9th or last, okay? That's what you're going for. So this first race is not for points. It's for a position in the race with points. We need a number from 1 to 5. Kurt, as you are the oldest and wisest in this group, you give me a number from 1 to 5.
Wisdom says 1.
1. Wisdom, I like it. 1's good with me. 1. Shuffle on the board. Let's do this in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's race some damn ducks. Okay, and they're off. This is race 6 of Season 2. Oh, I can see my own name with a Christmas hat on. Slow down, Dan Duck. Slow down. He's racing side by side with Alexa. Your boy's got toys. But down there where we have Lady Mac in the middle of the park. There's Craig. You all seen it. You all witnessed it. Craig Nostalgic Collection actually have a duck. Told you he has ducks. No one believed me, but there it is. Witness is dressed as a police officer trying to lay down the authority. Thirsty for Chicken's down at the bottom next to the Fossil. I think Thirsty for Chicken, you are the purple striped duck. Trouser Meat down in the bottom of the page. Right at the bottom of the park there, we have Trouser Meat for the first time making an appearance in the duck race. Next to Rick, aka Legion X. Above him, I got the Fossil again. We see Kitty, which is California Red Devil's second duck named Kitty there next to Mikey Moonboots. We've got some activity up top there now. Instadan, who already has 10 points on the board, is now racing forward. But remember, this race is just for qualification. The green duck up top is Adam. So that's Adam Batman Moran is the green duck today. I think that's Doom Customs in the middle of the part, number 30. We've got the pink duck peeking out up top as well, which I think is Instadan's bonus duck for the super chat, which I appreciate. We can see Jarhead right at the back as well. I can see a big mix of people. Bring Toys to Work has got the green Mohican. Then we've got Mike Hex down there in the middle of the park. Gary, I can see Gary Stewart. Who's up top as well? I think that's Derek Jackson up top. Down Jelly Figs as well, holding strong next to Jamie. Jamie, you're the pink spotty duck. Remember, you want to finish first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, or last. Dead last still gets you in the next race, so don't worry if you don't see your name. I can see Cheeky Monkey Kiara at the back, Scotty C at the back. I can see Cloud down there at the bottom. Who's that? Okay, this is where things start to change. 20 seconds left. We got CJ, who'll be watching on the replay. And we got Phil Jones, who won a race recently. We got Mike Heck still there. Stu, Figures and Vinyl. Things are starting to change now. 8 seconds. They're starting to slow down. Other ducks are starting to speed up.
Just
okay.
Just
okay.
qualify me.
Who we got?
Qualify me.
Okay. California Red Devil. Congratulations, my friend. You have won this first race. But remember, it's not about who finishes first. It's who finishes in the top 9 or last. I think I've seen Shelley in there again, you know. Shelley is one to watch for season 2. Okay, so here we have it. I'm going to be very careful here and copy these names, and then I'll read them out to you.
Shelley was second.
Yeah, again, she is a dangerous one to watch in season 2 of the duck racing. I think she is the big contender. I'm just going to copy these names before I keep talking and forget. So let me go down here. Don't want to lose any of these. Rich. Yeah, Rich made it. Rich, you qualified, my friend. So he said he didn't have a duck.
Is that me? Is that me?
Hang on. I think you are, mate. Give me a second.
7.
Give me a second. Let me figure this out. Let me figure this out. Exciting times.
Praise
Exciting
the Lord.
times.
Pretty sure I can see my name in there as
Right,
well.
hang on. Let's have a look here. Right, okay. I've got all these names. Right, who was dead last? Okay, dead last. Oh, I've actually got the whole leaderboard copied here, so I can... Okay, I was 44th. I've got no chance.
If you refresh now, Dan, we are no longer friends, all right?
No, I've got it. Okay, so in 10th place was Cloud. So Cloud just missed out. Kurt, my friend, you were 12th. You were so close. Right, the top 10 are... Let me just go back to this here. So here we have our top 10 qualified for race 2. The top 10 are... Number 1, California Red Devil. Number 2 is It Started With a Click, Shelley. Number 3 is JC, who couldn't make it today, but he's here. Riho Hobbies in 4th. Number 5 is Bon Williams. In number 6, we have Rich M. Displayed once, said he never got a duck, and he's there in the qualifying race. So is Craig's Nostalgic Collection. Again, after weeks and months of conspiracy that this man doesn't have a duck, the duck is in the race, and it is not just in the race, it is qualified for points. So is Jamie, the current
Pinch
crown.
me, Dan. Pinch me.
The current crown. The crown is on Jamie's head for a reason. He knows how to win duck races. He is currently qualified for the points. In 9th place, we have Mikey Moonboots, who was a late comer because I've seen his comment right at the end, but he snuck in there. And then who finished dead last? None other than the very generous Little Leaf Creations. Always throwing channel memberships out there, so I'm happy he has got in there. So they are your 10 qualified people. Now remember, the added danger of the second race is whoever finishes last could get minus points. So Craig's all smiles, but he could finish last. Jamie, who needs points to contend, could finish last. It's risky business now. Risky
It was
business.
that much of a shock. Doc Ock finally fell over. That's how much of a shock it was.
Right, again, one more time. The second race is for points. First place, 10 points. Again, Shelley, in this second race now, could win it again and could run away with this league with 30 points off the get, which is crazy. Second place, 6 points. Third place, 4 points, which is a change because the -3 goes to 10 points. 2 points for 4th place and 1 point for 5th place. And to get on that leaderboard that we've been talking about today, to get on this leaderboard, you just need to get a point. Just need to get a point for your name to be on the leaderboard. But Shelley's the one to watch. She's already got 20 points, and she could
Move
get
over,
another
Shelley.
10.
There's a new duck in town.
Oh, okay, he's confident. I wouldn't say so confident. You could end up with minus points here. Right, let me go back to the board. Let me add these 10 ducks in. So I'm pressing race again.
I think it's because I got Sonic on my side. Look, a bit of speed.
There you go. It worked out. Right.
Yeah, but
not that sort of speed.
You need this guy in your collection, otherwise.
Right.
Yeah, but mine's got articulation.
Let me just check what I said. Right, it's a minute. Yeah, it's a minute race. So it's a speedier race. So a minute race. Let me just change this to a minute. 1 minute race. Right, we will still shuffle this because otherwise it's just in order. Actually, no, the order should be fine, right? We'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, we'll leave it as it is. No. It's fair. It's fair. Second race is in order of it. So that's how it is. Right. Okay. Second race. This is for points. Okay. So Shelley, if she wins it, she is going to be running off with season 2.
That'll be crazy.
Craig wants to avoid getting minus points here. Rich M's in there as well. So's Jamie. Jamie could get his first win on the board. First 10 points today. Let's see what happens, all right? Good luck to everyone. In 3, in 2, in 1. And they're off. Okay, it's only a minute race this time, so things will pick up very, very quickly. But there's Jamie, dressed as an old man. He's trying to deceive everyone by going, oh, leave me alone, and I'm a slow old man duck. But he's really quite nippy, but he's leading too quick there. He needs to slow down a little bit. Everyone else is just conserving their energy for the last little bit of the race. Bon Williams is dressed in the policeman hat, trying to creep out from the pack. There's Craig's Nostalgic Collection next to Displayed Once with the goggles on. He's got the snorkels on, ready for the last-minute sprint. Down at the bottom, we've got California Red Devil. Devil. There's Shelley dressed as a clown. Don't let that deceive you, though. She's very quick. JC's also there with a purple duck. We've got Riho Hobbies just in the middle of the park with Bon Williams. Now there's some movement happening. 20 seconds is where things change. Mikey Moonboots is dropping back. Little Leaf Creations down there at the top as well. But Jamie's still holding strong. Can he still hold it, though, for the last 10 seconds? Things are starting to move. I can see California Red Devil making a run for it down at the bottom. Here, the green duck is moving. But other people are moving around. Mikey Moonboots is up top as well. But then we're going to finish with a woof. It's California Red Devil gets a win on the duck race leaderboard. Congratulations, California Red Devil. Woo, there you go.
I don't think I was last there, Dan.
Okay, we're
I'm
fine.
happy. I think I'm happy.
It could be Shelley. Shelley could be losing points. And again, this is the danger. Like, we will find out. She was like, come on, Ducky. Right, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Right, so California Red Devil, you get the win. Let's have a look what's going on here. In second place, Bon. Second place is Bon Williams. In third place is Mikey Moonboots. Fourth place, Craig finally gets some points on the board. His first ever duck race points. The luck of being in Group 2 has finally paid off for Craig. He gets 2 points on the leaderboard now. And then Rich M adds another point to what I think he's already got a point on the board, maybe. So it's another point. Who's at the bottom? It's not Shelley. She's in 8th. In 10th position it is... Oh, Jamie, look at that.
Oh, that was close.
You were close. Nearly lost the points you've already gained. It is Riho Hobbies. I'm so sorry, Riho Hobbies, but it is a minus 3 points for you. Risky business. Jamie is just happy he didn't lose points there. Sad not to gain any, but it's better not to lose them as well, all right? Same as started with a Click Shelley. Yes, mate.
Sorry to interrupt, because I did see a comment in the chat. It's actually Rhino, like the animal.
Rhino.
Hobby.
Okay, my bad. Rhino. That's my dyslexia. I apologise. I'm an idiot. Rhino Hobbies. Rhino Hobbies. I'll remember that forever now. Right, there we go. Let me take these. Let me make sure these don't get forgot. Don't accidentally refresh. Craig wants those points.
If I win this season, bloody hell, I don't know what
look, right, the way it worked is the season will go to the end of the year, and it's whoever's in that top 10 position will race. So you could finish 10th at the end of the season and still end up winning the season, all right? So that's how it works. One more time, I'll show you the leaderboard. So it'll change again next week, but I don't think... Shelley didn't get any points today, so that won't change there. So our up top won't change too much. But scrolling down a little bit, see, Rich M already has 2 points on the board. So Rich M, for example, will get another point and move up to 3 points. That means Rich will be the only person on this leaderboard with 3 points. So yeah, it was a shame. It would have been good to see Jamie get some more points on the board, but he's still got 4 points. Still holding strong there. Again, 1 win in the race.
How many points did I get?
You got 2 points. 2 points. 2 points.
Good enough.
I actually only think in the season 1, I only actually ever won 1 race.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's my point. You don't need to constantly win. You just need to constantly be there and thereabouts. Chika Monkey Kiara was great at that. Damien was great at that. It seems like why is Mike's comments being deleted? What's going on in the chat? Your boy's got toys are going on a power rampage. Don't even know what's happening. But yeah, you just need to be there and thereabouts, and that's exactly what's happening with Shelley. She is holding strong so far for season 2. But there we have it, people. There we have it. That is another Legends and Liquor for you. So before we get out of here, I do want to say we are going to be doing all this nonsense all over again, but not Legends and Liquor. It's going to be for the inner circle. If you are a channel member at any tier, it doesn't matter. As long as you are showing some love to the channel, I want to show some love right back at you and just have a little virtual hangout, a party. We're going to play some games, race some ducks, do some giveaways. It will be a Friday night edition, so it will be a good few hours on a Friday night, a little bit later than I usually would to accommodate some of my US friends as well who can't usually make these early Sundays, because I'm well aware in the US this is quite early if you're on the West Coast on a Sunday. So Friday night edition of Inner Circle, 7th of July. If you are a channel member, if you have a little question mark next to your name, then you are welcome to come on as a guest, play some games with us, have some fun. It will be live for everybody to watch while it's happening, but then as soon as the show's over, the replay is only available to channel members, all right? So lots of nonsense goes on, but it's always a good time.
Hopefully Jay will bring his guitar.
Maybe. I have to ask him nicely. Ask him nicely.
Maybe
Who crew karaoke?
Skills are alive for the sound.
What was there? What was Your Boys Got Toys deleting? I can just look at the chat and just see Your Boys Got Toys has deleted loads of stuff.
Mostly it was congratulations, California on your Red Devil.
You've always got Torf that's so pissed off. He's like deleting every comment that's congratulating. Okay. So California Red Devil, does he know he won? He's in the chat, right? He knows he's won. Does he know he got yeah, okay. Congratulations. 10 points. I don't know how I feel about it. He got Mason Mount this week and 10 points on the duck race. I don't know if I can handle that. Okay.
Richard says to you, boys got toys. Calm down.
Yeah,
calm down.
He's got the power of the moderator. What can I say? Right.
Alexi's reason for doing it, he's got wet fingers.
Oh, was that genuinely the reason? Right. Okay. Let's go up top. Tanner, tell the good people where they can find you online.
So we'll start off with the new place to find me online, which is the WWE Network and Peacock on the Money in the Bank
Look,
stream.
he's not wrong.
At around about 1 hour 24 minutes. Yeah, I'm there.
Look, I'll prove it. There he is. There he is on TV. He's Tanner's our very own Tanner. Made it on TV.
So
I'm
cool.
so happy for him. So I was smiling from ear to ear. I was.
Got our own
And
celebrity.
then also on Instagram and Twitter at SuperTurk5000. We're finally back on this channel with Turtles and Tea. Hopefully we do another show soon. We got FDCC coming up.
No, I would like to do a
loads to
prediction
talk
show.
about.
I like to do a prediction show if we have time, but if not, we will absolutely do a recap of reveals because NECA's probably after Marvel Legends. NECA is probably my next favourite sort of set of reveals because of the Turtles. So absolutely, Jamie.
At JMG Toys on Instagram and right here every 2 weeks defending this.
Beautiful, beautiful. Underneath you, we got Justin. You've all moved around while I weren't looking.
Yeah, I noticed
What?
that.
You can find me on Instagram at justjustin_collect.
Very nice. Nick.
All right, Instagram, thirsty, the number 4, chicken, all one word with an underscore. And then thirst, there's no Y, number 4, chicken on Twitter. And something funny I noticed, I didn't realize this. These are both like the same color scheme.
They are.
And they were both my number 1 picks.
Interesting.
So that's kind of weird, but yeah, I just noticed that.
That is pretty cool. And again, if you go to the description, people, everyone's links to their Instagram is right there. Just double click and you're there. Go and give them a follow, all right? Build the community. Underneath Nick, we've got Kurt. Kurt, always a pleasure to have you on. Joining us remotely. Have you run away from the family, hiding in a room to stream with us today?
Up on the deck out by the ocean there. So I promised Michael I'd finish with the Atlantic Ocean, but I'm stuck here in the bed.
Oh, sad times.
Oh,
Post a picture in the group. It'll be fine.
Most certainly. Watch this move. This is a Jamie move. I just don't have a crown. Right, Jamie's.
He just likes showing it off. He just likes showing it off.
Jamie was, giving
He's
the
got
head,
hair. No.
He was, kind of.
He's just showing off. He's flexing. He's got the crown. Look, he can flex all year long. He's the worthy winner. He can flex all year long.
Everybody give it a shot. Justin, check your head. Give it a Jamie.
I have this for whatever reason.
There you go. There you go. Happy Nose Day.
I just hang out here with you guys.
It's always a pleasure having you, my friend. Always a pleasure. And Craig, finally, points on the board. Your duck was in the race. It won. It got through. It qualified. Points there. You must be happy.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a duck.
I told you. You've always had a duck.
Real.
It'll be the
The
last
funny
duck you
thing
ever get.
is, my Zoom was cutting out as the race was going on. It did that thing where it does the wheel.
Oh,
of
that's why
death.
you've moved around.
And I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And then all of a sudden I saw my duck coming forward. And I was like, yes, I'm in.
Yeah, you're in.
But,
you made it.
yeah. After your comment last time, Dan, saying don't follow Craig, don't follow Craig. People.
I'm using reverse psychology there.
I know. 5 people decided not to listen to you anyway.
See,
Dan.
it works.
So-
See, it's reverse psychology.
So-
I'll say it again. Don't follow Craig's Nostalgic Collection. Don't click the link in my Instagram. Don't follow the guy and don't look at all his nice dynamic displays.
I think I hit 200. Not last week, the week before.
Nice.
So
There you go. There you go.
So it's climbing slowly. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at craigs.nostalgic.collection. Quite a lot of I actually put reels up of my Joes on like that.
It's true. I'm terrible at reels. It's true. It's true. It is. What can I
But
say?
yeah, with all these Joes coming in, there should be some more reels hopefully soon. I know Rush wanted me to do Shipwreck, but I've just not had the time.
It's all right. Shout out Rush. I know he's been working hard.
He'll be
he's
the
watching.
first one to do.
He
will be the first one to do. And then, well, I might do a reel of these chaps. You know, I don't know yet. To be fair, you know,
treat us to the content. Treat us.
Yeah.
Right, a few shout out to the chat as well.
I'll just do Raphael, not Donatello.
Right,
sod him.
At least Tanner will watch it anyway. All right, let me scroll in the chat real quick. So we just real quick shout out Mike, David still around, California Red Devil. Congratulations for both winning the duck race and stealing Mason Mount, a homegrown Chelsea player that is now transferred to Man United. I'm still very sad about it. He's asking them to send Harry Kane as well. Trust me, if you get Harry Kane, it would be a dangerous team. But I don't think Harry wants any trophies in his career.
I don't think it'll be.
Tanner, I always forget poor Tanner's a top.
It may be next season that he may go on a free somewhere, but
Tanner, real quick, as a Tottenham fan, would you rather Levy just sell him now and make some money off him, or let him go for free next season?
I mean, I would prefer selling him and bringing some money in, but a counterpoint to that would be there's no other striker like him in the world at all, anywhere. So we need him. We need him, and it's a case of it'd be a shame because when his contract does run out next season, he's fair game for pretty much everyone, and with a good friend of his manager at your club. I hope
Chelsea need a striker.
I hope and pray he doesn't go there.
Lukaku can stay at Inter Milan, and we will take Harry Kane. Yes, please. Yes, game changer. Anyway, that's enough football talk for the people. We'll lose them, Tanner. We'll lose them. Yeah. California Red Devil, your boys got toys. Bring toys to work. Thank you so much, as always, for supporting the channel in the way only you can. Jellyfigs, Jarhead, we see you all. We appreciate you. We'll give them away with everyone. I'm going to play the intro to see them out, and I'm just so happy. We did nearly a 4-hour stream, and we didn't crash. Ha ha! Screw you, Streamlabs. I win. Bye-bye.
And Craig won. Got a duck.